Well. Well. Is that how we're going to start off the stream? Mention something stupid that the Game Awards decided. I mean, you know, it'd be quicker to probably just say all the things, all the awards they give, they don't seem stupid, right? Guys, hey, it's Patreon Stream 83. What? Meanwhile, the Game Awards is happening right now. What? Game Awards? What? I guess it is an award show for games? I don't know. It doesn't seem important. Let's not worry about it. Is there anything more important going on in the world? Well, I'm making comics. That seems pretty important. No, I mean, you know. I'm just kidding. Go ahead and tell me anything interesting that happens, I guess. Our friend Paradise is watching the game. 2 new Tomb Raider games. I said interesting. No, just kidding. No. It's... Yeah. I got no interest in those. What did I do with my tape? I need that. Oh, wait. Oh, is it down here? Well, I'm sorry. It's, you know, it's impossible not to be cynical about such things. But at the same time, I don't want to wallow in the cynicism as well, so... Maybe a quick comment and move on. Anyway, yeah. Tomb Raider. There hasn't... I don't think there's been a good Tomb Raider game since... I don't really like any of them after the core ones. The Legend Anniversary Underworld games are ultimately kind of underwhelming. They're not terrible, they're just underwhelming. And they're not games I have much interest in going back to like play. I do want to go back and play Angel of Darkness. And even the classic first 5 games by Core, they start to have more. They have more and more problems as they go along. That first game though is like a work of genius. First game is a work of genius. The second game, and you know, I guess I don't really care about the series that much. Mostly just love the first game, but I liked the core games. I do want to play the rest of the. Wow, did I put this on? This song's good. All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna start drawing. Gizmo, how are you doing? Are you watching those Game Awards? Yeah, I was gonna say our friend MCA Arenice, he's doing a watch stream, right? Apparently he does that every year. You know, it's something to do, right? I'm sure they have fun. Bitsing. I guess you have to, you know, new things that happen. People want to, you know, they want to sit around the water cooler. We don't sit around water coolers at work anymore, but they want to sit around the metaphorical water cooler and talk about the latest thing, gossip. In the Philippines, my wife calls it chismis. Everyone, you know, people like to sit around and chismis, which means gossip, spread rumors. And they like to do that a lot there. I guess we're just kind of doing the same thing, aren't we? People always want to do that. What's the new thing that's happening? You gotta watch it so we can gossip about it later, don't we? We gotta do that. This is good chismis music right here. Listen to the song, it's pretty loud. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? I turned it up for the... Thank you. I should turn that down a bit, shouldn't I? I don't know, how's this? Well, maybe I should actually, like load up the stream and like listen for myself and check. I've been lazy about doing that lately. Yeah, that was a good song. I think I got that song from somebody. Alright, I'm just listening. I'm tuning into my stream. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds alright. And I have here a little Coke Zero. Caffeine-free Coke Zero, which may have a little something extra in it. And I'm gonna start drawing now. I got stuff to draw. Let's draw. I'm gonna turn this damn heater off. Man, it's getting real hot in here. The heater's effective. The space heater is pretty effective, which is good. Almost too effective. But that's one of those good problems. Well, it's been on for like, what, a couple hours now? I suppose I may as well ask. How's those Game Awards, Gizmo? We gotta talk about the latest thing happening, right? We gotta talk about that a little bit, right? How is it? I only want to hear Gizmo's opinion. I don't care about anyone's opinion except Gizmo's. Meh. Well, you kind of just summed it up there in 3 letters, didn't you? You just summed it up. 3 letters is all that was needed. Not much that interests you. That's exactly how I feel. Well. Or at least that's my sense. Well, this is good music. This is good music for the scene I'm drawing. Hey, remember this game, guys? This actually's got to get. Wait, I'm gonna start it over and I'm gonna turn it up. Hear that? We gotta hear this a bit louder. Oh, remember this game? Remember this game? Tequila shots for every Exp33 win. You know, should I look at more footage of that game maybe? I mean, on the one hand, I kind of get why people would go crazy for that game, and I suppose it must have good qualities. But on the other hand, it is a little mystifying. Especially when people talk about how good the soundtrack is. It's like, oh, people have such different opinions, huh? Because to me, it's just, no. Put some at X33. What's a good thing to call the game? Expedition 33. I remember when I first saw the. Oh, how about this music? Timely, huh? I remember when I first saw the trailer to that game, and it was like, it's really weird. It's like, it's kind of cool because it's clearly like a very, like it's French, but it's clearly a very Western take on like a pretty Japanese style of RPG. Like a very, like specifically like modern Square Final Fantasy take on like a turn-based RPG. And yeah, it's got like these sort of overly realistic character designs. It's to me, it's like really weird. It's like bizarre. It's bizarre. It's not necessarily bad, but just bizarre. But the more I see of that game, which is not a ton, the more I see of it, the more it's just like, nope. I don't know. It's I mean, it's clearly an experiment that has worked for many people. It doesn't work for me. Every time I listen to it, I mean, I don't know, you know, but to be honest though, the art design doesn't do it for me, but it really is the soundtrack that is the repellent. Like, if it had a Uematsu level soundtrack, I would probably want to play it, and I could find it much easier to get my brain to accept all the things that seem weird to me. But man, it kind of really does. It always comes down to the soundtrack for me. I don't like the look either, but yeah. Red Mages. Well, except for the fact that we're playing Suikoden music, we just happened to be like, this just came up on my playlist. I didn't seek it out. It's a Suikoden song. Yeah, I finished it last night. I stuck with it a little bit later. Stayed up till like 3, wanted to get it finished. Got it finished. Just a little tad bit over 30 hours. Red Mages, how is it going right now? Red Mages, did you hear there's like something happening right now? Did you hear anything about that? I don't know if you... I've heard there's something happening, but I'm not sure what it is. Wait a second. Red Mages, did you play that Expedition 33 game? There's someone who may have played that. Mystifying. Yeah, I am Red Mages. I would be playing it right now, except that I need to do this Patreon stream. But yeah, next stream I'm gonna move right on to it. I'm excited to finally play Suikoden 2. Been meaning to play that game quite a while. So that should be good. I'm sure that's gonna be good and fun. Good and fun. Fun and good. Monocule is here. I only played it briefly. Well, what are your impressions of that game that is apparently going to sweep the award show to? What else is even nominated? I think like the Elden Ring second DLC was nominated. Which, you know, it's like, whoa, what's this? This is from the US soundtrack. Oh, that's interesting, man. Sonic CD. The US won Best Music and Score. That's insane to me, but whatever. Speaking of Best Music and Score, what's better, the Expedition 33 boss music or this? I'm gonna say this is probably twice as good. Monocule, what's up? Well, we don't really. The thing is, Monocule, here's the thing. We don't really, but we feel social pressure. Gizmo came in and the first thing he did was like mention it. There's immense social pressure all around us. Look around you, Monocule. Look around. You see it? Maybe it's like it's kind of in the air. And I need to see a reference page. You can see sheep? Are you tired? Whoa, Sandokan! When are they gonna make a game out of Sandokan? All right, let me just talk into the microphone somewhat loudly for a second. Blah 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 blah. I'm just testing. It's pretty good. It's like at a good level right now. Let me observe the levels in the OBS and where they are. I think it's good. It's good because I'm gonna stop listening to the stream on my phone now. always confuses me a bit. But, I mean, on the one hand, maybe I should actually just, like, listen to my stream on delay for the entire stream. Or for the dark streams, because then I could, like, adjust the sound, like, live and be much more aware of it. But, again, it's like... Oh, my wife is texting. Legionary Shark is here. What's up? We go with the flow. Monocule, well, I'm sorry that you're confused. I blame myself. Is the Sandokan music helping or is it making you more confused? Let me know. Because I think it's pretty awesome, but maybe there's a confusing atmosphere. I play a couple hours, I'm with you generally, not a big fan of the art, don't really care. Yeah, you know, I'm just aesthetically. I mean, I'm honestly, put the Game Awards aside, it's just a catalyst right now to talk about, like, this, because I am interested in, like, at least talking about or thinking about this game some more, only because it's popular. Like, let's say this game came out and nobody cared, I'd be happy to join them, but since it's like so lauded, it's a little bit insane. It's like, you can't make it. Curious. You guys should take another look at it. It's like, man, you can look at it, inevitably you can be like, no, maybe it's just not my taste. Let's see what my wife has to say. She does not even know there is a Game Awards. She legitimately has no idea. Let's keep it that way. Oh. Meanwhile, in the Philippines, my wife is competing in some sort of youth sports event. Okay. I gotta ask her what's going on. There's a bunch of, like, young kids in a line on the ground. It's like they're playing tug of war, but they're lying down. I don't understand what's happening in the Philippines. Monocule, I'm now confused as well. I just watched the video that my wife sent me. Now I'm confused. You're now looking forward to learning it? So you're generally interested. Like the combat system, the coolest thing. I do think like when I saw the game, I felt really confused by the presentation, like the art style, the clash of the art style with the modern Square RPG sort of look like presentation and battle systems. Like it seemed really odd, which is interesting at least, but also didn't really work for me. But this song, hold on, this song is Sandokan. It's the theme from Sandokan, like an Italian, it was like a, okay, I'm gonna try to talk from memory. I could be totally wrong. Was it Italian? Or French? I think it's Italian. Well, I think it's European. I believe it was in multiple countries. It was like a really huge hit miniseries in Europe. Basically about like a pirate or a swashbuckler, like kind of adventurer. And this is the theme song. The theme song's like amazing. I'm just obsessed with the theme song. I've tried to watch this show. I've tried to like look through. I've watched clips. You can find clips here and there, but like to actually watch the show like in English seems impossible. Even to find it at all seems difficult. But I don't know. Yeah. Mainly I just love the theme song. I'm getting pulled in multiple directions here. Hold on a second, guys. Like I'm confused as well now. My brain can't handle it. It's getting overstimulated. It's a free check. Okay, we're doing some sort of. I mean, before she showed me the video of what looked like some sort of game where they were like running up and this some sort of version of like Hasselhoff. Higher tolerance for mediocre music and aesthetics.
Right. Yeah, most people do. I'm very sensitive to. I mean, to me, like what most people consider to be mediocre is aggressively offensive. So it's maybe it's even just different. Well, it's different tolerances, sure. But I would not even, yeah. Well, whatever. But what was that? What I was trying to say before is that I would be interested in just like I want to listen to more music and just I don't know, see what it's like again from that game. Now I'm curious again. Maybe I should try to really open my mind and really try to like listen to it again and just see if I can figure out if people like it. Let's see. I'll leave it like this. Move on to the next panel. Actually, I don't know if I actually love this drawing. Do this a little bit. Well, what's this music, by the way? This is good. Put this in here. Arcade mode Gran Turismo 4. I like this. This is cool. Gizmo. Oh, I thought this would be Gizmo. This sounds like a Gizmo track. I'm starting to get you to know you guys' tracks. Like Red Mages has got. I'll say this: Red Mages got good taste in music. But if I hear another, if I hear a King of Fighters song, I know put it in there. Put it that way. And then Mr. Leo like tends to put in like songs that are sort of recognizably from I think mostly Legacy Music Hour, which I know because I listen to. That's like the one podcast I still listen to. Like almost cut out all my podcasts now. I still listen to like older stuff. I'm listening to like different stuff now. I feel like we like or need to even like the most popular movies. Well, it's funny how the last few years especially, just movies seem less relevant anyway. Like, insofar as like the Game Awards seems like a thing that people would talk about or is cool in some way. I don't know, like, would the kids watch it? Probably not, right? Or maybe. If they have, like, popular streamers with the kids. I don't know if they do. But less people, like, people don't really, insofar as, like, there's an interest to keep up with what's popular. I don't know, like, that's not, with movies these days, it's like, it's not like how it used to be, where there could be something new out crazy that's like crazy popular. Like it was so competitive. Sometimes there'd be multiple like blockbuster movies that are even awesome. Now it's like, it's like we got the one mega popular movie for like this block of 3 months, and then maybe it just feels like movies are less relevant generally. I guess with games. Like, games are still, like, a huge industry, right? But it seems more fractured. I guess this is true with movies and TV shows, like all media. It's just so fractured that the vast majority of stuff nobody is paying any attention to. There's only, like, a couple things. Like, Stranger Things came out. Here's how you know that Stranger Things Part 5 is big. Like, I have no interest. Like, my parents were watching it. I don't care at all. I checked out of Stranger Things season 2. I thought I always thought it was kind of overrated. But the first season was pretty good. But I kind of checked out early on. But I'm talking to my wife in the Philippines about it. She's like, Stranger Things. I love that. people in the Philippines watch Stranger Things. So, you know, that's popular. I don't really want to watch that though. I want to watch that. It doesn't seem like the worst thing in the world. It's just, actually, you know, yeah. I like my parents would watch it. I would see like a little bit in the background here and there. It was like a monster that was like a pretty cool design, but just generally, don't really care about the characters. And I'm too far removed. Season 2 seems like such a step down from the first season. And it, you know, it's like, it's the kind of show that probably would have been better off just being a movie in the first place. It was a little bit too dragged out in the first place, and it's only been dragged into like more and more seasons. It's actually kind of has the same problem as like a lot of modern Netflix stuff, in that they constantly are dragging stuff out like more and more seasons. Remember Westworld? There's a show that should have definitely ended in one season. I remember I watched Westworld and generally I liked it, even though I didn't love the ending. But it should. There's no way there should have been like more seasons of that. And they dragged it out to more and more seasons. And with all these shows, everyone, it's not just me, everyone says the same thing. It always like gets crappier in later seasons. I mean, not always. It gets Hey, Parasite Eve. That was a good one. Some people don't like the third one. I'm gonna find out for myself. The most expensive season of Stranger Things, or the most expensive season of television? Stranger Things? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense. From the very brief amounts that I saw, the effects seemed very effectsy. For sure. Well, my wife wants to watch it. Might have to. I mean, it wouldn't. I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It's just like I have no interest in going back to like catch up with the other seasons for sure. It'll be a bit, you know, be a bit boring to me. I can tell just from the little bit I've seen. But none of you guys are really. Did any of you guys like watch Stranger Things? Any of you guys like Red Mages checked out of it at the same time I did? Any of you guys watch it? You guys care about Stranger Things? It's okay if you do. It's not like I hate it. Don't you dare watch like something that I hate. If you like something that I hate, I'll extend my hatred to you. Just kidding. That's a joke. I won't. I don't. I'm just ambivalent. Similar experience from Molecule. I guess they're all pretty similar. You guys like Shining Force music? Well. Does anyone want to put... Hey Gizmo, do you want to put some Expedition 33 songs in the thing so we can like listen to some Expedition 33 music? The best score of the year. I mean, not to keep dwelling on the Game Awards, but in a tangential topic, I'm trying to think now, like, for a second, like, my mind thought, like, well, what else was good this year? And now I'm trying to think, well, what else? I mean, I know there's a couple indie things that came out. Well, that would wait. Would that be? Yeah, it would be for this year, right? Well, there's a couple indie things that seemed cool. There's that Neon Inferno game that looks pretty awesome, but I don't know if that would have been. Like, would that have been on there? Was there any other indie stuff that I personally, or that any of us cared about this year? Does any of you guys like any? Like, are there any games from this year that you guys? Red Mages is playing new stuff. But I don't know if there was anything from this year. Was there anything? Well, I mean, just what about just like interest? Anything like people are interested in? You know, of course, last year had UFO 50. UFO 50 had a Switch release this year, so if that counts. But Monocule, I'm glad you're here. What would we do without you, Monocule? Could you turn up your heater? We're getting a little bit cold. Could you put some more wood? You throw some more wood in the stove? Your internet is donuts. That means bad, right? Even though donuts are things that are good, that means bad, right? That if so, then that's bad, and I disapprove of that. Disapprove of your internet. Wait, let me just try to think if I could. I think there was. I mean, a bunch of beat 'em ups came out. There's a whole bunch of beat 'em ups that keep coming out ever since the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, Turtles Revenge, a bunch of those. But generally, I'm not super interested in those. Oh yeah, the company that made that game, TMNT, Turtles Revenge, they came out with like a game, a Marvel game, Marvel beat 'em up, but I don't care about that at all. It didn't look that good to me. Some people might care about that. I don't. Wasn't that crazy about Shredder's Revenge. It was okay. I mean, it's pretty good, but in kind of like a bland, forgettable way. Anything else from this year? The year's almost over. Just trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. Neon, the only thing I could think of is Neon Inferno, and then it hasn't come out yet, but it's coming out really soon, and I guess it'll technically be this year, though it's not going to be for the Game Awards, but that Terminator game actually looks pretty amazing. Have you guys seen that Terminator Fate game? No Fate? Whatever? That looks pretty shockingly amazing for like an indie pixel art thing. So like, I mean, you know, there's that. But I would guess that even that Neon Inferno game was probably not eligible for any awards. I don't know. I'm probably forgetting some stuff. Maybe I'll just do like a quick search. Best games of 2025. Let me just see if there's anything that like I've heard about. No. Yeah, the Switch stuff, the new Mario Kart. Hey, was that in the Game Awards at all? I'm guessing no. That seemed. I still, you know, if I happen, I probably won't get a Switch 2 this year unless somebody decides to just like very nicely give me one for Christmas. I'm not expecting that. But that did look interesting at least. It's something that I would like to try. The Donkey Kong game that came out for Switch 2, I didn't really like. For some reason, that just didn't really. It looked Super Mario Odyssey-ish, but. And that's a high quality game, but for some reason it just didn't really excite me. New Monster Hunter game. I'm not sure about the new Monster Hunter either. Really need to. I still have not even tried World. That's a good. Okay, that's a donut. That's definitely a donut. It looks like it has like maybe chocolate frosting on it and sprinkles. Donuts. Somehow donuts sounds bad, but you like donuts. Yeah, it does sound bad, doesn't it? I think it's the context. But yet donuts are good, so that's confusing. You don't like donuts anymore? Oh no. No, I mean it's probably for the best. It's probably for the best. I mean donuts are bad for you. They taste good, but they're bad for you. Maybe with that's what Red Mages was alluding to. Like his computer. What did he say that about? Did he say that about his computer? His internet. Maybe what he meant was that his internet, although it tasted really good, it was really unhealthy. There's the I mean, like Final Fantasy, like the Final Fantasy Tactics, like remaster, like that doesn't count as like a new game. I don't count that. I don't care about that. There was the new Elden Ring stuff. I loved the DLC. I loved Elden Ring, but at the same time, it's too much, and I didn't really want them to come out with the second DLC. It's probably really good. I probably should try it eventually, but at this point, I think I'd rather go back and like replay some older stuff. Souls games. I really need to replay Sekiro. Replay that. I'll probably just skip that. As much as I really did love Elden Ring. Because they're gigantic games. What else? Metroid Prime 4. It's something I would be interested in trying eventually, but just like probably not for long. You know, just from looking at it, it looks like it could be. It looks okay. I really am not sure if I'd like it or not. It doesn't really look that exciting. Is all I can say. You know, but I don't know if it'd be good or bad or not. But I probably would be interested in trying it eventually. Like the Yakuza game. I'm just like looking at the list of stuff. Absalom, another beat 'em up. Right? I saw somebody. The art design for that looked. To me, it looks really not what I like. I really did not like the way that game looked at all. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Think about that. My wife calls later, she can tell us all about what she's going up to. Yeah, there's a thing called Nightwing. So it's a second Elden Ring DLC. Supposedly it's more multiplayer focused. Oh, she is now. Here's my wife. Are you back home already? I think the music might be a bit loud, but I can just tell. I'm gonna turn it down. Hi, honey. I'm streaming and drawing. Well, I'm really confused about what you were doing. I'd love.
There's a medical mission here in the mountains, so they're giving Christmas gift the kids, and then the adults they were gonna do like a medical checkup, free checkup.
Oh, nice.
So they called it medical mission.
Medical mission. Okay.
And then there's a lot of games that they prepared, and then who will give the money.
I saw the games. You won?
Like 90 pesos.
90 pesos? Wow, you win money, huh?
Yeah.
Oh well, nice, honey. Nice. Was it fun? It seemed exciting. It seemed like an exciting event.
Yeah. Honey.
Well, that's good. We're all very happy for you. Good. Well, I'm just doing my stream, and I'm doing my Patreon stream for my Patreon. I'm drawing art right now. I'm drawing comics right now, and I'm being watched by my fans. They're watching me.
That's hello, friend.
And Skittles just arrived. Skittles just arrived, and he Alf waved to us.
Wow.
Hello, Skittles. How are you? Skittles, how's it going? What's up today? You're... Skittles, I'm so full of myself, aren't I? I know. Skittles, how's it going today? Skittles, we did briefly I'll be honest, Skittles, we briefly sort of addressed the Game Awards. There was a little bit of talk of that, and then I was just looking at a list of games from this year to try to see if there's any stuff that was good. And you know what? I could have sworn, I feel like nothing came out this year. Or at least in terms of stuff that interests me, it kind of feels like there's nothing. I don't feel like, except for Neon Inferno. Neon Inferno and then the Terminator game, if that counts. I don't know, wait, let me just look at specifically like a list of indie games in 25. I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, a little bit of award. I mean, not real, like, you know, apparently Expedition 33 is sweeping all the awards, and it's kind of like, I briefly talked about how that game is like entirely outside of my range of understanding or interest. It seems pretty weird. I don't know. I mean, I'm still curious to like, I gotta like bring myself to like encounter more of it to just sort of reconsider it, I guess. Yeah. Well, Skittles joined the club, and I guess you did because you're here, and this is kind of like a club. So you did join the club. You're in the club. Right. We all basically agree, Skittles. But you knew that, didn't you? We are simpatico. There must be somebody. You think Mr. Leo's watching it right now? Mr. Leo might be at MCA's stream right now, enjoying the festivities. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Yofa 50 is 2024. I did have a Switch release this year, but I don't know if that... It probably doesn't count for anything. I still not... That's the way these eyes look. You thought it was pretty good. Oh, Skittles played Expedition 33. You played it. But you thought it was pretty good, but no one even asked me. I wonder if, like, maybe if I sat down and made myself play it, I wonder if I'd have a similar opinion. Or maybe I would like... Or maybe I would just like it less. You know, I don't know. But, like, I mean, there are things about it that do seem interesting. For sure. Just don't like the aesthetics. I think the soundtrack is a deal breaker. Yo 50 was nominated for Best Indie last year. I mean, only nominated, I think we talked about that. Only nominated is just not enough. That's shockingly not enough. It's the best indie game of all time. Forget about decade. That's not enough. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, best indie game easily of all time. I used to always say Cave Story was the best indie game, and I have to change my answer from now on. You know? I don't care about characters or story. I mean, you know, maybe I give that impression when we're playing stuff like Suikoden, and I'm kind of, you know, I'm not really focused on that. I'm kind of being, but I mean, it's just, I do. It's hard to really present. I don't know. I do. There's games where I really like the characters and the story. I like the characters in Suikoden, as a matter of fact. But I'm too focused on like doing like entertaining voice acting to think about that. So I guess that means I will tend to focus on it less. As a result of streaming. Maybe it'll be harder for me to like. I don't know. I think. Yeah. I mean, wait, let me just. I mean, you know, there's entertainment. Hasn't there been... I've played stuff on stream where I've liked the characters and story, haven't I? That's, like, new to me. The problem is I play very few RPGs. Just do the nature kind of streaming. Yeah, that's what... Is that what you think, Skittles? Is that you think that Those your is that your? I mean, that's not completely off base, but it's certainly not what I would put the numbers at. Yes, Gizmo 90% of the character hot. I wouldn't put it in those terms, but I do like attractive character designs. It's an element that matters, but I do aesthetics. No, I mean like soundtrack is the biggest thing for sure, and aesthetics is big. I think it's just we play a lot of stuff where like story and characters aren't really the focus. But well, okay, I could think of one example though, like that I was the only one that liked here, but like when we play through Deadly Premonition 2, like Deadly Premonition 1, Asian York is like one of my favorite characters ever. And so, you know, I enjoyed the story and characters in that. It kind of helped if the game was voice acted. Dude, I'm floating these all around. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I should go down to the next panel. Well, Skittles, it's interesting to hear what you think of me. It doesn't match the way I think that I think. But it's fairly understandable though. It's fairly understandable that you would think that because of like what I tend to focus on with the stream. You know, before I streamed, I used to play a lot more RPGs and stuff like visual novels. I'll give you some examples. Like some of my favorite stories and characters are in visual novels. Are the Phoenix Wright games, Ghost. What the heck is the name of that game again? Ghost. I'm blanking on the name of it. Ghost Trigger.
Get ready.
What was that? And Ghost Trick. Deadly Premonition, yeah, I mean, but you know, I never streamed Deadly Premonition 1. I never streamed Ghost Trick, I never streamed the Phoenix Wright games, and I've always thought about going back and doing that. I tried to stream a little bit of Danganronpa, and I found it hard to do. Because with something like Danganronpa, I just want to focus on the story, and the stream honestly gets in the way, and I don't, you know, I think they're fully voice acted, right? So you don't have to. But yet I love like Hotel Dusk. As far as like story stuff, we did play Persona 5 on stream, and I love the story and the characters in Persona 5. I love the stories and the characters of Persona games are like some of my favorite in RPGs. I really like the characters in a lot of Final Fantasy games, which I haven't really played. Like basically, the vast majority of stuff where I really like the story and characters, I just haven't streamed. You know? With like a few exceptions, so I guess it's not surprising Skittles would have that impression. It's not how I see myself, but I'm also not really, like, since I got into streaming pretty heavily, I haven't been playing as much story stuff. I'm playing a lot less, like very, very little of anything to do with like story. Danganronpa is like I love the writing and the characters of Danganronpa and the Zero Escape games. I've mentioned it before. Love it. I would really enjoy to stream those one of these days. I like them so much that I like them more than a lot of movies, like a lot of like legitimate movies and animes. Like they're way up there. Like they're so like I really, really like the storytelling and writing and the music, of course, too. I like the like in even Final Fantasy games. I like I don't know if I've talked. Maybe I haven't really talked about this that much. Hold on a second. I'm like getting slowed down in my actual artwork by trying to like talk. In challenge, skills challenge. I know he didn't mean to. He's just expressing his opinions.
without regard, and that's what he should do. This is what we want. We want skills to just say what he thinks. We need to know. We need to know what Skittles thinks. We care about what Skittles thinks. That was not meant to sound sarcastic. But now I've been challenged. But I have to go back and I have to find a reference for it real quick. This is probably it. No, but I do though. But I care about what everybody here thinks. But yeah, it's just. No, I understand why you would have. It's a little. I'm a little taken aback by that. I mean, just a little bit, because I totally get where he's coming from. Like, that's definitely not. And now it just occurs to me. Well, you know what? I guess that makes sense, because like for the majority of my streaming career, I've really been playing so much less story stuff in general, and I've been playing so much more just gameplay focused stuff. And I really rarely, and if I do play story stuff like Suikoden, and I don't know, I guess it didn't come across when I was streaming it, but I legitimately really like the story and characters of Suikoden. I think it's great. It's not exactly Shakespeare, it's a little maudlin, perhaps, but I like a lot of the, but I think it for what it is like a simple, charming, like story about like kind of war. I think it's really good, especially in its role of fitting like an RPG. I think it's really good. I think the story is like genuinely good. I enjoyed it. It's not the best, but I definitely enjoyed the story and the characters. Not as much as like Final Fantasy. Popcorn sucks. Yeah, you know. What I mainly used to love about eating popcorn is just the butter. It's a vehicle for butter. It's just a vehicle for flavor. But I should be trying to avoid that. What is this song? What is this? Ninja Warriors. That's pretty cool. I need to play. I haven't played this game in super long. No, but yeah, I enjoy. I guess it just didn't come across. I enjoyed the story. Well, I know you didn't mean it as a negative, and I'm not saying that you did. It didn't come across as a negative. It doesn't align. It doesn't align. Does not align with what I think my true feelings are. There's an analysis that is interesting in its misalignment, but that's how you see me. How you see me is totally different from how I see myself. Yeah, and you know what? Like Lobster is kind of a butter. It's like the high-end butter vehicle. Well. But I think lobster still tastes good without the butter. Popcorn doesn't really. It could also just be like, if you want to have like the slightly healthier version of popcorn, it could just be a salt vehicle too. No, but but I mean like this. I'm just trying to tell you. I generally, it's interesting to me because it makes me realize that I have in my own life emphasized like story. But I think just due to the nature of streaming, I haven't been paying attention to like story stuff as much. But no, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what story game that I play that I really want to play. And I don't actually. Radical Dreamers. Play that. Of course, Suikoden 2. I mean, Suikoden 2 is going to have a good story. Everybody says that has a really good story. And that's coming up on the next stream. Of course, Suikoden 2. I'm probably going to really enjoy the story. But I'm going to, I'm going to feel the need and desire to like want to do silly voices again, because the silly voices are fun and it's gonna make it seem like I'm not really into the story, but it's not like I'm not. I'm sure the story is gonna be good. It's like, I mean, I'd have to sit there and to actually like to fully invest myself in the story, it makes for a more boring stream, right? Oh man, is this? It's sad. You know, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad, like this music. It's kind of sad and somber and dull, like this music. I wouldn't be surprised if this was like, don't force it, let enjoyment happen naturally. No, but it's not forcing it though. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Skittles, is if I weren't streaming, that's what I would do, you know? If I wasn't streaming, I would just sit there and it would be much easier to get into the game. Kind of like with a horror game, it's much easier I think it's really hard to be scared. Well, tons of people stream horror games and they certainly appear to be scared. And certainly like our culture is much more of like a, you know, there's being hard-edged and macho is not fashionable. Being kind of like loving kitty cats and cat pictures on the internet and being scared of every single horror game, sort of being a baby, that is fashionable. So tons of people get easily scared by horror games, and I don't really get it. You know, I'm too hardened. I don't get scared by games. I don't even understand how you would. I don't get it. But I still enjoy it. Like, that's not really... I never really played horror games to get scared. I'm going off on kind of a tangent. But that's okay, I guess, right? I even forgot I'm starting to forget what my point even was. Hold on, let me just think for a second. Games. Okay. I remember my point. But if I'm sitting in the dark, like the way I used to play horror games before I streamed, especially when I was younger, and watch movies as well, and this is probably why I'm hardened to this stuff, is I would sit there in the dark at night alone in the most atmospheric conditions and, you know, conditions conducive to being scared. And that's just my normal experience with horror movies, horror games, and I would fully feel the atmosphere and I would enjoy it. But, you know, I'm too hardened to like be scared. Even at an early age, I got too hardened too early on to like really get scared by that stuff. And so in a similar way, not to like get off on a tangent to talk, we could talk about horror. It's totally fine tangent. My point was though that like, I think it's sort of the similar with story related stuff. Like the way that I played through the Phoenix Wright games, the Danganronpa games, the Zero Escape games, most of the story stuff, like all of it, the vast majority of like story stuff that I love, and where I love the characters, I love the story, and it stays with me, is stuff that I sat and I played alone, you know? It's kind of harder to immerse yourself if you're on a stream, is my point, which has similar implications between like horror and story. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say that like if I'm like when I was playing Suikoden, for example, it's a game. I know the game, so like I'm not, the twists are not going to surprise me, I guess. But I still am appreciating the story. I'm just kind of doing it more from a distance. It's not really, you can't see me appreciating it. You just have to trust me. I'm enjoying it. It's part of the reason why. Like the game is like full of charm. Like the story and characters are part of the charm. I really like it. It matters. And you know, like a lot of classic RPGs are similar. But I've said it before, and I will say it again. I think that the absolute best writing and story stuff in video games is visual novels, like by far. As far as like I've experienced with the really like the only real super big exceptions. I love the Persona games as well. I think the storytelling and writing and characters are great in like all the Persona games, but the story itself is never going to reach the level of excitement of like the really good visual novel, because the pacing is like much quicker and much more exciting, and there's more flexibility to tell a story with twists and turns and all kinds of crazy events happening. It has more flexibility for what the story can do. Because it can just be a story. It doesn't have to wrap itself around the structure of a video game with like dungeons, the way Persona game does. right? So yeah, my favorite story stuff and character stuff is in primarily visual novels. But I will say, like, I do still think that, like, the storytelling in, like, Silent Hill games, the earlier ones, well, really the first 3 and kind of the 4th one as well, especially Silent Hill 1 and 2, I think the storytelling is extremely good, like it's off the charts good. I love the storytelling in Silent Hills. This music, I'm sorry. That was kind of getting on my nerves a little bit. I know that was Garou, Mark of the Wolves, but this song was just a little too cheerful for me right now at this time. I just noticed, like, oh my God, why am I getting so irritated? Oh yeah. See, I love this song, but I want something like more pensive right now. This is perfect. This is much better. And I'm told I can't like figure out it. My drawing just doesn't look right either, because like too talking, too focused on talking. Stream is bad for drawing. Yeah, well, you know. I don't think I'm very grumpy. I mean, pretty happy. I'm pretty happy to talk about this stuff. I'm not grumpy at all. Skittles didn't make me grumpy at all. I just think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. And, you know, it's an opportunity for, like, just communication. I want Skittles to know what I feel about that. Because it's... Alright, I don't know. Skittles, do you ever feel like a grumpy old man? Tell us more about how you find horror stuff boring. Like everything's been done already. I would not say I feel that way about stories or horror or anything. I feel like there's so much that could still be done. I don't think people are doing it right now, but it doesn't mean they won't do it in the future. But I can still go, like, I still get a lot of enjoyment from movies. Maybe not as much as I used to, possibly, but still a lot. I still enjoy going back. I think the only thing that's subtracted from my enjoyment of movies is the fact that, like, games now kind of dominate a little bit. Maybe even like anime and manga a bit as well. I do feel things. I do. Sometimes I feel things. Skills, do you ever feel things? Red Mages doesn't. No, he does. That's not true, Skittles. There's plenty of AI that would also try to convince you of that. What happened to Monocule? Did he die? Maybe he got distracted by watching the Game Awards. Monocule, what do you think about... Monocule, do you think that I'm evil? Was that... Wait, I don't know. What do we want to ask Monocule? Because we got to put the focus on someone else now. Skittles doesn't like it when the focus is on him all the time. I like it. Hey, Skittles, you don't like it when, you know, there's a lot of attention put on you, right? It makes you go like, I don't know, awkward or something. You know what? I like it. That's probably a good trait for a streamer to have. I like it when the attention's on me, as long as there's not like too many people like spitting on me, I guess. Does anyone else like attention here? What gives you that impression? Yeah, exactly. What does? I don't know. I'll tell you what, Skittles. It's just it's just a sense. I just feel though I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm an idiot and I'm evil, or maybe it's because of the way I do it. But I feel like whenever I sort of pay too much attention to you, it just seems like you don't like it. I could be totally wrong.
I could be totally wrong, Skittles. Am I wrong? You like attention? I like attention. Usually I like attention, I would say. Now, Red Mages, I think, is indifferent. I feel like Red Mage is probably indifferent. I'm words in chat, you're applying emotions. Skittles, those words have emotions in them. There's emotions in there. You can't hide from me. I'm like Troy from Star Trek. I can sense the emotions in your words. What's this? Guys, let me know if the music's starting to get too loud. Tekken 2 by Gizmo. Tekken 2. The intro music? Oh, that's interesting. I definitely don't really remember that song. The Tekken soundtrack I'm most familiar with is Tekken 1. I don't want to listen to that right now. Let's find something more like kind of. I want like more like ethereal sounding music. That's not the right word. I don't know what word. Like I don't know, emotional maybe. I don't know. This is good. This is what I want though. Skittles, you're a human being. You're not just words to me. There's a human being behind those words. What about you guys? Okay, let's have a poll. Who here is a human being behind the words, and who is just words? Is there anybody here who is just words and there's no human being? Because if so, that would be interesting. I want to know. See, I could not be a human being. I could just be AI. But if so, I'm pretty clever AI. I'm pretty, I'm pretty deceiving. Because, usually, AI is usually pretty stupid, but not in the way I'm stupid. I'm too specifically stupid. The AI can't do that. Does that make sense, or is that AI reasoning? No, it makes total sense. You guys know what I'm talking about. You get it. You guys get it. You guys get it. You get it? Do you want to go back to talk about what indie games? That's right, that game Blue Prince came out this year, and I know a lot of people like that. And even my nephew got into it briefly. My nephew and my brother-in-law were playing that for a little while, and I looked at it and I was like, not really. I mean, it's the kind of game where it's clearly designed, it's inspired by board games, but I don't really like the aesthetics that much. And I would think, it feels like it would just have been better to be a board game, because being a video game kind of adds nothing. I sort of get what people would be into that though, but not really. What else? What else is the big indie games of 2025? I don't see Neon Inferno mentioned here. Have you guys seen Neon Inferno, by the way? Who here has not seen Neon Inferno? Does anybody here not have any idea what Neon Inferno is? Neon Inferno not mentioned on this list at all. All right. Let's take a quick tangent and I think the camera got moved. Wait a second. It's a little crooked, isn't it? I guess it's fine. It's close enough, right? Okay. Wait, hold on a second. I've got a feeling that possibly none of you guys. I never hear any recognition whenever I bring up Neon Inferno. It's a game that came out this year. It just came out really recently. It's freaking amazing looking. Absolutely amazing. It might be the most amazing pixel art. I don't think it's going to be as good as UFO 50, but it might be the most amazing pixel art I've seen in an indie game. Period. Period.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm possibly building it up too much, but I just check it out. It's damn amazing though. Look at this. Look at this. All right. Guys, just look at Neon Inferno a little bit. This came out this year. Also, somebody tell me if I don't know if it's eligible for the Game Awards, but I'm gonna guess not at all mentioned. Probably not eligible because it came out pretty recently. All right, let's skip to the actual game. The gameplay is the most important part. Well, I mean, look at this. By the way, I believe not Japanese developed. I don't know who developed. I don't remember who developed this. Maybe it is. Oh, I just remembered another game that came out. Was it this year? I think it was this year. All right. Okay. Look at this. Guys, we're just going to look at Neon Inferno a little bit while I draw, alright? It has some wild gun. I think it's like, it's multi-genre. I think a lot of the game is sort of wild guns style. Or it's like part wild guns and part Contra. So like there's like 2 layers like Guardian Heroes. I think, from what I've seen. So I haven't seen a ton of it actually. There's like multiple layers like Guardian, but I think there's multiple layers like Guardian Heroes. So you can like, there'll be like wild gun stuff, but then sometimes you can jump into the foreground. Sometimes, oh, you have a melee attack as well. Sometimes you're like kind of just doing like Contra-ish run and gun. Look at this. I don't know the sound. I don't know if the soundtrack is actually that great. I haven't heard that much of it. It kind of sounds generic. But the visuals are enough with this game. This art style. Here's a game with a good art style. As far as I'm concerned, anyway. What do you guys think? Is that, yeah, I mean, just look. I will say this, I think this looks probably 1,000 times better than like Silksong. This is my opinion. Yeah, I don't know about the music though. But the game looks... There was a game Huntdown that's also pretty awesome and kind of like this, but I think this actually looks even quite a bit better than that. Man, I just remembered another like indie pixel art 2D shooter game that came out this year, like earlier this year. Man, I'm forgetting the name of it though. Forgetting the name of it. You care about this gameplay? Well, I mean, I feel like it's a combination of like a lot of. I don't know about you. I don't know if you like running guns or like action games, like 2D action games, but it seems like a combination of like wild guns, Contra, some other. Hey, honey. I'm sorry, I'm distracted with my art stream. We're talking about video games and art and all kinds of things. I love you too. Come on. I mean, I think the gameplay looks really fun. What I like about the gameplay is that it is like kind of multi-genre, and it's like it's not just like a straightforward Contra thing. It's not just a straightforward wild guns. Like it's doing like all kinds of interesting stuff. And it's straightforward, it's linear. It's not like Metroid style, it's like straightforward linear. It seemingly. Again, as I'm looking at it now, like the soundtrack is kind of. I feel like there was, when I was watching this before, there was some music that was cool. Like, alright, look at this. If I recall, you can this is one of those like 2-layer scenes. You could like jump to the background, but you can also like aim at it wild gun style, maybe, or something like that. No, let's see. Let's look. Like this looks. I'm gonna play this at some point. It's definitely on my list to play for sure. It's like there's actually another new game that came out that I want to play. There are like a number of Contra clones that come out. Some of them look better than others. Like there was Iron Meat. I wasn't really that enthusiastic. Like Iron Meat, I think that might have come out this year as well. Another Contra clone with like a heavy metal soundtrack. Like the aesthetics of that game were okay. It looked okay. It didn't really make me super excited. Man, I wish I could remember that. There was another one that's like also anime. It's like a little bit cuter style, like anime girl platforming action game that looked pretty sick. But I didn't really get around. So this came out. This just came out like I don't know. I think this came out like last month. It's fresh out. The art in the cutscenes looks amazing. It's got these, but like I like that it has these. This is clearly like very Contra 3 here. Very Contra 3. Nothing wrong with that though. I like that it has multi-genre styles. Like that looks awesome. Like that's a game from this year that looks awesome. Despite the soundtrack seeming on the bland side. I'd have to actually play it. No, for sure. I mean, you know, that, but if the visuals are that good, that makes up for it. You know, I think. I don't know. Is there anything, like, what else? There's got to be something else that came out this year. Slay the Spire 2 came out. It's never that, I don't know, it's never interested in Slay the Spire. Let's go back to playing music. Yeah, I guess you guys don't really care about that. Oh, well. Well, I might stream that at some point. What's some Killer Instinct music? So yeah, I don't know. I'm just like kind of trying to look over. I know there was a couple other indie things here and there that looked a little bit interesting, kinda. But I do feel like it's been. I feel like maybe last year was kind of like decent, but I feel like maybe this year kind of sucked. Oh, I feel like this year was kind of terrible for like games. At least for my taste, I think it was kind of terrible. It's like a terrible year. As far as like new games coming out. Which, in a way, is not a bad thing, because I don't have to be conflicted with like new stuff I want to play. I can just focus on the old stuff I need to catch up on. I kind of like that, in a way, because I've got just like these long lists of games I want to play, and if there's nothing new distracting me, then it's not like I don't have to add more things to the list. Even though, like, I will add Neon Inferno to the list. There was a Kingsfield-like game that I was seriously considering playing for October, for Horror Month. But after considering, I decided it would just be too much of it. It wouldn't have fit at all. Kingsfield games don't even really fit in Horror Month. But I was gonna maybe play it afterwards, but then I ended up doing something different. But this game called Lunacid, I wanted to try that. I get the feeling I wouldn't be that crazy about it. I still kind of wanted to try it. Because that's like when people talk about like newer games that are trying to do like a Kingsfield-like thing, that's usually the one that gets mentioned the most often. This has really got that David Wise Super Nintendo feel, doesn't it? Like it really sounds like Donkey Kong Country music. That really sounds like Donkey Kong Country music. I like it. Oh, Silent Hill F! I forgot all about that. You think I should consider it? I agree. I should consider it. No, I mean I am. I fully was considering playing it for Horror Month. The only thing that stopped me from playing it was that I just didn't want to It was like $70 or something. I didn't want to pay that much money for a game that I'm not sure about. I just didn't want to. If I would... this sounds good, but I can't be having like a vocal song right now. We're too jazzed up and talking right now. But that does sound good. I'm sorry to skip that. No, I mean, I fully want to. I'm gonna get back to it later. It's a game that I'm really not sure about. Like, the aesthetics I don't love. But then again, some of the enemy design, you have to think about it as not being a Silent Hill game. It's like, as like just a kind of a cool monster slaying game with like some cool monsters. It looks like it could be kind of cool. Yes, in kind of a Souls-like way. Like that's, I like Souls-like, so that's not really a bad thing. But, you know, I don't... It's not something... I really genuinely don't know whether I would like it or not. So, I really don't want to spend $70 on it. That's all. Like, if it were something where I looked at it and I was like super, super excited, I would consider that. You know, if it was UFO 50, I would have snapped it up for like over $100. I would pay $100 without a thought. But for that game, I don't want to pay $70. But maybe next Halloween is a possibility. It's on my wish list. I'll try to like grab it when I get a chance. You ultimately ended up liking it, huh? I know Gizmo likes it. I think Gizmo appreciates it. I mean, and I know it has like a lot of gore. I like gore. So, you know, there seems to be good things about it. A friend of the stream, Cybertrucker Alpha, did not like it at all. But, you know, I don't know. I guess it seems like it's pretty mixed reception on the game. You know, I don't know. Overall enjoyable experience, yeah. I don't know. I'll try to get around to it. That's one I do want to get around to. So I agree with Red Man. I agree that I should consider it. Speaking of Zero Escape games. Hey again, honey. Hello. I love you too. How's it going? That's good. So did you get something good to eat? Did they feed you at the social event?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you get to eat?
I ate fried chicken.
Fried chicken? Oh. Fried chicken is a good thing to eat. You know what? Let me check. I'm gonna just double check my Steam list real quick to see if there's like anything else that came recently, like that I was interested in getting. I believe Silent Hill F is on there. Should be on my wish list, but I'll just double check that it is. I'll double check a couple other things. See what's on there. Can you order your wish list by date? I so rarely use Steam. So you go to, let's see, I think I remember. You go to, man, as usual with like every modern app and system and piece of technology, it's a maze. Like trying to figure out how to do anything is a maze, like menus upon menus. But yeah, I believe you go to wish list. No, it's store. It's under store. So all these menus, it's under store. Yeah, okay, that's right. I remember. Let's see. Sort by date added. Release date. There we go. Alright, so let's just take a quick look at my wish list. How about that? On Steam. Let's see what's on there. Terminator 2D, No Fate. If anyone hasn't seen that, that game looks even more incredible than Neon Inferno. I should show you guys clips of that as well, for anyone who hasn't seen that. Like, if you haven't seen that, I forgot to mention, like, Neon Inferno is, like, the most amazing looking pixel art indie game, like, indie thing that's been released so far, but actually, when Terminator 2D No Fate comes out, like, that's gotta be the most amazing, maybe. I don't know, maybe I'm forgetting something. Silent Hill F, overly... I don't like the character designs, overly realistic, but maybe, I don't know, when you get into the game, you probably, like, start to get into it. I just need to, like, give it a chance, probably. Elden Ring, but it's not immediately appealing. Like, that's this year. The Elden Ring game, you know, I've probably got to try it eventually. Yeah, the Crimson Diamond, that's from last year, though. That game looked pretty cool. It's in the style of old Sierra games, and they did, like, a really good job of... But anyway, I don't know if you guys have, like, seen this. They did a really good job of making this in this style of old Sierra adventure games. So I was considering playing this. That's from last year. It's pretty awesome. Wait, let's just look at the trailer for Terminator 2D No Fate real quick. Oh, I gotta enter a valid date. Okay, hold on a second. Here we go. You get to fight as Naked Arnold. You get to fight as all the kids. Look. It mostly seems like it's kind of a Contra thing. But it's got different set pieces and different stuff going on. A lot of bosses. That's pretty fantastic pixel art. I don't know how the soundtrack would be, you know, but it seems like it's just going to try to draw from the movie, which has an excellent soundtrack, which is, you know, not a bad thing. Yeah, it looks awesome. It kind of reminds me of the look of, like, Super Nintendo licensed action games like Judge Dredd, and with the gameplay as well, only better, more polished, better. Kind of reminds me of that, though. It looks cool. I want to play that Super Nintendo Judge Dredd game as well. Abathur, that came out last year. The game, at first glance, doesn't look that great visually, although it has surprisingly good music. But the game is, in terms of the stage design of this game, is actually, like, pretty amazing. That was from last year. That Iron Chronicle 100 Heroes thing was like a Suikoden. That's like a Suikoden throwback game. I don't know how good that actually is. And I'm positive the soundtrack is probably not 1/10 as good as Suikoden, but Dragon's Dogma 2. If I ever get around to, like, going back and finishing my playthrough of Dragon's Dogma 1, I do want to give 2 a chance. It sounds like an interesting game. There was way more stuff last year that I was interested in, actually. Blade Zero X. That one game with the anime girl, that did not get on my list. I forgot what that game was called. And then this is going back like before 2024, 2023 stuff. Some of this stuff is like silly stuff that actually looks bad. Like Horse of the Fallen is just another Souls-like. That's only there in case. I don't know if I don't really expect to like that game, but it's there in case I ever do get around to doing like a sold out to like a special of playing a bunch of Souls games, which I wouldn't mind to do. Pizza Towers, that game looked pretty good. Vengeance Guardian Moonrider. It was by the people that did. Is that Oniken? Is that the Oniken developer? Amicia is like another Souls-like. Good Life is a sweary game. This is a game by Deadly Premonition, dude. But this is okay. Now we're going back. Yeah, whatever, you know. Oh, this Scramble Vice. This game still has not come out yet.
It's the way you move.
There's not a ton of stuff on there.
To the killer groove.
Well, this is an interesting song. I'm working pretty slow, so maybe I should focus on my artwork a little bit. And we'll just listen to the music. Hey, honey.
I'm in the outside.
I see. Just enjoying the fresh air?
Yeah.
Good.
Love you.
I love you too.
Mama.
I don't know if I've ever heard this song before. It's fun. Killer Cut soundtrack. I guess we've talked about new games enough, right? We don't need to talk about new games anymore. Does anybody want to talk about old games? Does anybody want to talk about Killer Instinct? Oh, they gave it away for free. Yeah, I could see that. I don't remember having this. I did own Killer Instinct for Super Nintendo. Not a bad song. Don't you kind of wish that music still sounded like this? Well, I like this. Old CD's got some good ones. Is there like remixed songs from the game? Aside from this, I guess this friend trying to do like a Mortal Kombat song. I like this kind of. Would this be like 90s style? Electronic music, dance music. I enjoy it. Gizmo likes it. The feed is rare. Oh, here we go. Relaxing music. Wait a second. Oh, it's out. It's the song. It's like a remix of the song from the original Outrun. That's why I know it. Oh. I've heard this before, actually. This is good. Guys, I've been going through my folders of old streams. Do you guys know how many streams of UFO 50 I did? Does anybody want to guess how many streams of UFO 50 I did? Because I counted them. I had to because I made them into parts. when I'm gonna upload them onto YouTube eventually. Hopefully, it won't. I say eventually, but hopefully, it will be pretty soon. I really want to. It's not gonna get done by the end of the year, but within like, if I finish it before, I think like around February. Whenever, like, right when I first heard the announcement, when Twitch first made the announcement that they were gonna like kill their VODs, it'd be pretty cool if I could get them all uploaded to YouTube, like get current 1 year up, like by 1 year after that announcement, like a 1 year deadline. You know, within a year, I think that'd be pretty good. Anyway, when I upload the UFO 50 streams, I'm gonna title them with like, you know, part numbers, which means I renamed them, which means I've counted them all up. So who wants to guess how many UFO 50 streams there are? Too many? Someone come on. Where's Monocule? Monocule would love to guess. Monocule, we're calling you. He wants to guess. He wants to guess for me. Too many is a correct answer, but it's not the answer we're looking for at this time. There's way too many. I sort of bit off more than I can chew. 48? Okay. Let's see if anybody else wants to guess. There's also like there's a surprising large amount of Weird Dream streams as well. The Weird Dream streams. There ended up being like 14? There was 14 different streams of Weird Dreams. 14. By the way, there's way more UFO 50 streams than that. I never intended for there to be so many. I just kind of bit off more than I could chew. But I really bit off more than I could chew with UFO 50. Not that I really regret it, because it was super fun to play through them. I'll tell you what, it's more than 48. It's more. That's a low ball. 48 is a lot. 48 streams of one game is a lot. I haven't even streamed Umihara Kawase 48 times. Maybe if you add up all the Umihara Kawase and Umihara Kawase Shun and the Switch one and the PS and the third one, maybe there's 48 of all of them total? But the amount of UFO 50 streams I do, it dwarfs even the amount of UFO 50 streams I've done. Nobody else wants to guess? Okay, I'm going to tell you, it is 78. 30 more than what Red Mage just said. 78. I did 78. Okay, you know what? That's actually not necessarily true, because some of these are for the same day. Because like they're split up into different videos. Now that I think about it, so I guess it's not actually 78. It's not actually 70. Maybe it is. Maybe 48 is more accurate. I guess it's not. Like some of these are. I don't know. I'd have to go through and look. Some of them are from the same day. Like there's some of them there's like multiple from the same day. Some of them are not split. The later ones tend to be. Like the earlier UFO 50 streams, is just one long stream of multiple games. But then the later ones, I'm starting to like devote like one piece of video per game, and so like, I'm trying to like stick to them more rigidly. Monocule, that's correct. I'm not. You know what? 78. It's not actually the real number, because there's a couple that are. It's close to that. Oh, here we go, guys. Monocule. I'm so glad that you guessed. Let's listen to this song for a second, because we need a song like this in these times.
Nice head, Mr. T, that's right, you heard it from me. Nice head, Mr. T, I ain't scared just 'cause you're bigger than me. That mohawk
It's a song about Mr. T. Remember Mr. T?
Like steel wool, those chains are frightening. I'd like to see you in the lightning. Army boots are nice, and how does your mama miss them by now? You're
Remember Mr. T?
tough, I suppose, but my sister has a pair like those. Nice head, nice head. Mr. T, that's right, that's right. You heard it from me. Nice head, nice head. Mr. T, I ain't scared just 'cause you're bigger than me. You're rich. It really shows. You say you're gonna help your bros, no drugs.
I just want to listen to this song. Sorry.
Lift weights and pity the fool. Nice head, nice head.
This has been on my playlist for so long. I've been waiting for this to play. It finally played.
Nice head, Mr. T.
I don't think this ever played before. Waiting. Been waiting for this song. Waiting so long. Guys, no Mr. T fans in the chat? No Mr. T fans? Remember I Pity the Fool? He's a star. Only if he can only act. Not ready for baby mohawks yet.
That's right. You heard it from me. Nice head, nice head. Mr. T, I ain't scared just 'cause you're
He's not scared just because he's bigger than him.
nice head. Mr. T,
It was worth it, Monocule. I enjoyed that. He was totally 100% worth it. Monocule was so worth it. The sound quality in that recording is terrible, but that was the best I could do. Alright, let me turn this down again. The volume. Yeah! Well, Mr. Leo, you just missed the Nice Head Mr. T song. Mr. Leo.
Mr._Lazero has subscribed.
Mr. _ Lazero. Hey! Hey to you. Mr. Leo, we talked about so much stuff already. Skittles psychoanalyzed my brain. And we talked about, like, new game. We talked about the Game Awards slightly. We talked about Clair Obscur. We talked about, like, what new games from 2025 that look good. We talked about what else did we talk about? We talked about Mr. T. Oh, not really. We tried to talk about Mr. T. Did you watch the were you hanging out with the MCA? Mr. Leo, watching the Game Awards Mr. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured. It's just something for people to do, right? Like an excuse to, like, get the dudes together, watch the thing. Right. I get it, you know, of course. You gotta take that, you know. That's why people watch the Super Bowl, right? You know, it's just an excuse to get together. I mean, or really, like, people watch movies or do a lot of things. It's an excuse to get together with the people. AKA Ghost for 4 hours. Good one, Stray Rodent. Did they just end? I don't know what happened. This is a little bit loud, isn't it? That's a little bit loud. Sorry. Stray Rodent, how are you doing today? Well, you guys are here and you're fresh. Do you have anything to say? Mr. Leo said, pretty uninteresting, not much to know. Alright. Well, you know, I mean, what about you, Stray Rodent? Not much to know, huh? Probably. It sounds like you feel the same, probably. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was going over, like, I was trying to think what games came out this year that I want to play or that I'm excited about. There is Silent Hill F, but it's a game that, like, I will play out of a sense of obligation because it could be cool. I'm not super, you know, but, you know,
maybe. It's like a maybe kind of game. I'll get around to it eventually. But I could only really come up with 2 games that are coming out or have come out this year. They're both really recent too, that I'm actually like a little bit excited about. And you guys would never guess them, I think. You think I wouldn't like it? Very combat focused. Well, the thing about that is I feel like you just have to, again, like that does not necessarily mean it's bad. I'm writing it off as a Silent Hill game. Like it in no way looks like a Silent Hill game. But as a horror action game with like gore, it could be like to the extent that's kind of Souls-like. That's not necessarily a terrible thing. I don't love the art design. Who knows if the music would do anything for me? I'm guessing no. But maybe the combat is cool. I don't know. I want to try it. I'm going to try to keep an open mind, even though Skittles probably thinks it's impossible. But, yeah, I'll try it. I'm going to try it at some point. I will try it at some point. I'll get to it. But it's not what I'm excited about. Mr. Leo, are there any games from this year that excited you? What did you think? Is there anything? Try to think. Is there anything from this year that made you excited? Or that you played and then you got excited about? Just wondering, because there's 2 games that I want to play. One of them just came out, and one of them is about to come out. And both, I'm kind of excited to try. They look really good. Mortal Kombat Collection thing and Final Fantasy Tactics. I see. Yeah, a lot of people seem to like that Final Fantasy Tactics re-release. Mortal Kombat Collection thing. Was that just like the first 3 games, or like what was that? Or how many games was in that? I didn't really hear too much about that. You know, we do need a little bit more mellow music, I think. I gotta stick to more mellow music right now. We're just in a mellow mood. I feel like we're in a mellow mood. This is your favorite song? This is your favorite song? Really? I would never have guessed that in a million years. I like it. Under the Rotten Pizza. It's not. It's cool. I do like it. You know, I mean, it's a really cool song, and the whole soundtrack is like a masterpiece. There's so many great songs. I really like the Wall Market song. I remember playing the original remake. I got as far as the Wall Market. This is not why I quit playing. The only reason I stopped playing was because I just got distracted by other stuff. But I remember being pretty disappointed that the original Wall Market theme is like not in the game. I think they took it out. Duskblood looks cool. We never get to switch to Duskblood. Is that a? Oh, that's the new FromSoft thing, right? Okay, yeah. I mean, you would never get a Switch 2. I mean, I totally would get a Switch 2. I'm not planning to get one anytime soon, but I would get one. There's already a couple games I'm interested in on it, so I could see myself getting one. Totally. And that's right. Of course, FromSoft is going to do a thing for Switch 2. Well, I mean, did you play Night Rain, Mr. Leo? You're like a Souls person. Did you play Night Rain? Forget if you played that. Like, I was kind of ambivalent towards Night Rain, even though I loved the DLC and the original Elden Ring. It's kind of ambivalent towards it. You like Final Fantasy Tactics Advance so much? Really? Yeah. I've always found Final Fantasy Tactics Advance to not look that appealing to me compared to the original games. I always found it to not look that appealing. I really don't know. Maybe if I gave him a chance, I'd really like it. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a Switch 2 either. You know, there's maybe a slight possibility somebody generously gets me one for Christmas, but I'm expecting to not get one. You know, I'm thinking I might get one eventually, but no plans as of yet. Probably won't play it anyway. Too easy. I see. I love the original Final Fantasy Tactics. It's another game I would love to go back and replay. The game's, like, everything about it, the soundtrack, the experience. I like the story as well. There's a game I like the story of.
You didn't give me Switch 2 for Christmas? That's fine. I was not expecting you to. If you did, I would appreciate it. But it's totally cool if you don't. You don't have to get me anything. I'll still love you. Yeah, I don't know. Just from looking at them superficially, they just didn't look that appealing to me. But I mean, there's very, very, very few games I'm interested in this year. But it's not something I'm super excited about. But I still am pretty interested to try that Donkey Kong. I mean, not Donkey Kong. I'm not really interested in that, actually. The Mario Kart. I'm still interested in the Mario Kart. I still think it seems conceptually really cool. Still interested in that one. But strangely enough, that Donkey Kong platformer, even though I did enjoy Mario Odyssey, just does not really look that exciting to me. That's fair, Mr. Leo. Oh no. I'm sorry, Mr. Leo. You know what? I'm a fool. Can you ever forgive me? As the sad music plays from Comet Observatory. Nice. Monocule. Good job. Monocule put that in, guys. In Disneyland. Close, though. No, but yeah, the Mario Kart, the new Mario Kart looked interesting and looked cool. But there's two, I'll tell you. There's 2 games I'm interested in playing. There's 2 indie games that I'm interested in playing. One that just came out and one that's coming out soon. Let's see if Mr. Leo or Stray Rodent knows either of these games. One is Neon Inferno, and the other one is the new Terminator game that's coming out soon. I think they both look pretty awesome, and I'm interested in playing both of them. What do you guys think about those ones? So those are like the 2 games from this year. I mean, yeah, assuming that I think Terminator is releasing this year. Maybe it was delayed. I don't know. Maybe the Terminator game is not coming out until 2026. Now that I think about it, it might have been delayed. I can't remember. Oh, how about this game? I like this game, and I like the story and characters from it a lot. You're talking about like games with stories and characters before that I like, and this is one of them. Deadly Premonition 2. I know Mr. Leo was like not a big fan of Deadly Premonition 2. And it is inferior in some ways to the first one, but I thought that the writing and characters was just as good as the original one. Just as good. Like the little girl character is like one of the best little girl characters I've ever seen. It just is the best little girl character I've seen in a video game, pretty much. And of course, like Agent York is like still he is the best video game character. For my money, he's just the best. Yeah. That sucks, Mr. Leo. We're so different. That's a shame. But isn't it great that we can still get along even though we have such differences? I'm really sorry it broke your heart. I really enjoyed it. Little girl, Wallace Lovecraft. There is a little girl character in Deadly Premonition 2 I really like that character. Just in general, I really love the writing and the storytelling in sweary games like Deadly Premonition, D4, Deadly Premonition 2. I just love the story. I like the storytelling in his games like a lot. It's very Twin Peaks like inspired. You never played it? Well, that one's more divisive, but I'll tell you this though. Deadly Premonition 2 is a game that should not be played until you played the first one. There's no way to appreciate that game without playing the first one first. And the first one is better anyway. So you should play the first Deadly Premonition. Have you not heard of Deadly Premonition? that's like a classic game. It's a cult classic. It's a cult classic. Many people love Deadly Premonition 1, including me. You think she's fine? See, I would go... to me, she's like so much better than fine. I was really impressed with all the writing in that game. But I guess the writing in the first game... There's more memorable characters in the first game, to be fair. Like all the writing, all the characters. It's very Twin Peaks. I just love anything Twin Peaks or David Lynch
inspired in general. So that extends to Silent Hill as well. And you know, you could sort of see the pattern there. You could connect the dots as to like why I like that. Too buggy to give up? Oh, that's such a shame. Now you're breaking my heart, Wallace Lovecraft. But I forgive you. My heart can withstand your torture. But I don't know. Maybe give it another chance someday, because like you can. There's different ways to play it. There's different ways of dealing with the bugs. The story is amazing. The story, the whole reason to play it is for the story and the writing. I do really like the way the open world works in that game, and a lot of things about it. The soundtrack is really good. Never played it again. Okay, well, somebody just wants to hurt me today, don't they? Okay, all right then. I see. Yeah, I love it too, Mr. Leo. There you go. There you go. Now we're better. Now we're simpatico, Mr. Leo. We talked about the first. Let's talk about the first one. That's right. It's in your top 20. That's even higher than me. I don't think it's quite in my top 20. I do love it. I don't think it made it to my. I do love it though, and I want to stream it. I've never streamed it. It's been a while since I played it. I played it on the PS3 is how I played it. Does it have too many games? Well, I understand that. I have the same problem, Wallace Lovecraft. I have a never-ending list of games to play. Mostly old stuff. I do have like a ton of new, like I have a ton of like physical copies of games, and like a few games on Steam I haven't played yet. They got to get to eventually. But just a never-ending list of games I want to play. Video games. So many games. That's right, Red Mages. Now that is a good biscuit. I've never tasted a biscuit this delicious. What do you think, Zach? Zach, would you? Zach, what do you think about biscuits? Did you see that, Zach? Clear as a crisp spring morning. FK in the coffee. It's, you know, it's obviously like they're taking so much from Agent Cooper from Twin Peaks for that character. There's no question about it. But number one, that's totally fine because that's, you know, it's still a completely unique character for a video game. There's no other character like that anyway. And number two, they do put their own spin on it. Like, he's not exactly Agent Cooper. There's a lot of Cooper in him, but he's weirder. There's some big differences. Like, Agent Cooper in Twin Peaks is like immediately liked by like every character in that show, and he has like, he's written to have like, he's written this way, and he does just the way he is, the way he's acted. He has like an incredible amount of charisma. Whereas like Agent York in Deadly Premonition is like, he's much weirder, and he's like written to be weirder on purpose, and most of the characters are like really like not sure what to think about him. It's kind of, there is kind of a twist on that, even though there's a lot of Agent Cooper in that character. Mizurna Falls. It does. Mizurna Falls is really cool. It does not have the amazing character writing of Deadly Premonition. But it's probably hard to talk over this song. Yeah, he's crazier. The song's amazing. It'll be over soon. This is the sound. It's the song request. Song requests are on. Wallace Lovecraft. What's your deal? Are you like new here? I'm not. I mean, just asking. Like, just curious. Like, have you been here before? I don't really recognize your name. Well, right now I'm doing a Patreon stream, as I do for my Patreon like every month. Usually I play games, usually retro games, but I try to do art streams once a month. Anyway, during the art streams we have song requests. And a lot of these songs, this was actually from my playlist, but there's a lot of people putting in retro songs as we speak, and you could too if you want to. And this is from a retro game. This is from the Sega CD game. I love that song, actually. That game's got an awesome intro. The vast majority is, oh man, speaking of Deadly Premonition, there's a song from Deadly Premonition. Does anyone know what this is from? Oh, McCaw sent you yesterday, and you liked my Google Doc of ratings? Yes, McCaw rated me yesterday. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's, yeah.
Well, I guess I don't need to give you a link because you yeah, it's quite extensive, isn't it? I'm a bit of a, how would you say, like a archiver, I guess. I like to keep track of things. I like to make lists and make ratings. And I like to do all that stuff. And you know, I try to keep track of like all the streams, have an organized list of like links to all the streams for people. Although Twitch broke all of those links when they took down their VOD last year. But I've been re-uploading all the videos to YouTube slowly, and at this point, like, over half of them are re-uploaded, so a lot of those links work again. But it's all my ratings. And, you know, I put all my ratings there, and some of them, there are a few that are controversial. But does anyone know what this song is from Mr. Leo? What's this song in Deadly Premonition? What part of the game is it from? Do you know? Let's quiz Mr. Leo right now on his top 20 games. Yeah, that was wasn't that just yesterday? During the finale that McCall gave me the big raise? Like, right when I was finishing up Suikoden. That was pretty good timing. Last night. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Leo, exactly. I got to do spoilers, isn't it? Man, I was about to say it, too. And yeah, don't say that. Right, it's a bot. It's one of the bots. Who knows? I was testing Mr. Leo. Congratulations, you passed. It's fine. It's fine, Mr. Leo. It's fine. Nobody's paying attention. And anyway, like, anybody here who is going to play it should have played it by now. I love this boss music, though. Anyway. Yeah, feel free to look at my ratings and let me know any ratings that you disagree with. Let me know, and we'll talk about it. All right, that kind of thing. Yeah, so just doing a Patreon stream right now for my comic. I have a web comic. That's actually what I do for a living. I've been working on this comic over 20 years. I know, that's crazy. I know. And I have like a bunch of volumes. I have a bunch of printed volumes. You want to see them? They're like right over here. I'll show you real quick. Wow, look at that. Books. Here's 12 of them. I sell these at conventions. That's what I do for a living. And working on a page. It's a webcomic. It's a webcomic and print comic, but the webcomic's the latest stuff. I'm working on the news page for it right now. He's the number one. That rings a bell, Mr. Leo. Dude, another Monarchy. Dude, another song with singing. Just don't talk about Metroid 4. Well, you'll probably play it before I do, Monocule. No worries there. You want to play it right now? Yeah, me too. You know what I want to... I do. Well... You know what? I mean, I'm like overloaded now. I want to say like multiple things at the same time, but I can only say one thing at a time. You know what? Let's go in order. First of all, Deadly Premonition. Yeah, I do. I don't know if I want to. I could save that, and I should save that for a horror month. I'm gonna eventually stream it for sure. But it's like there's so many versions. I think I want to go back and I want to play the original Xbox version, just emulate it. I originally played it on PS3, but I would love to go back and play the original version of that game. I don't really care. The added stuff in like the later versions doesn't matter that much to me. Oh yeah, this song is good. I remember this one. This is another game I gotta play is Lunar. Monocule, how much do I need to play Lunar games on stream? I remember the English version of this song very well. When did the hardcover omnibus Flipside books come out? Probably not in a long time, if ever, because unless I eventually get like an official publisher and there's like a much bigger print run and somebody's gonna do that for me, like I'm not gonna do that. Like a print run of like omnibus. Save it for David's death day. Because I would have to like do. I mean, I'd have to do like a large print run of those books. I guess I could do a small print run, but you don't make as much money in a small print run. Like you just don't really make that much. It's kind of not worth it to do a small print run. So I'd have to do like a relatively bigger print run, you know. And it's like it's hard for several reasons. The money of doing it, of course, I could Kickstarter it maybe. It could be a stretch goal. I've had stuff like that as stretch goals before. If the Kickstarters get high enough, but they've never gotten that high. And then, you know, like, I'd have to store them somewhere. Like, just the normal volumes already take up so much space, so it's like, there's a bunch of reasons why doing different print runs of the same thing, like, I don't have a warehouse to, like, keep storing them. Like, just the normal volumes as it is getting to be a problem, like, with storage. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I can't really do that. I can't make an omnibus, you know. You know what I mean? But maybe someday it'll happen. If I like get picked up by some official comics company like Dark Horse, and I get like a, you know, more official. If the warehouse for my books ever becomes like a real warehouse and not like a basement, and you know, no spoilers. Well, Wallace, looks like you're right there with Monocule. I have no plans to play Metroid Prime 4 anytime soon. I still have yet to play 2 or 3. I'm not really sure how I feel about 4 from looking at it, but I think I want to try it eventually. But I gotta first play 2 and 3, and I'd also probably want to replay 1. I did really enjoy 1, but they're not exactly games that are like high on my priority list right now. But maybe someday. I'm interested in trying it someday. And Lunar? Yeah, Lunar games are awesome. I've only played the PS1 version of Lunar 1 though. But from everything I've heard, I probably would enjoy Lunar 2 even more. I think I would. Monocule. And I do want to try the Sega CD versions. It does Red Mages. And by the way, like, this track is amazing, but Danganronpa games have incredible soundtracks in general. I would go as far as to say, for modern games, or for just like games in like the last 10 or 15 years, like Danganronpa soundtracks are like at the top. They're easily at the top. I don't know if they're like the absolute best, but they're in the running for the best. They're like in the top lists for sure. Like, they're incredible. All of them, even the side game Ultra Despair Girls has a surprisingly good soundtrack. All 3 of the mainline games have really good music. Even the anime has like some shockingly good music. Yeah, it would be Mr. Leo. Remastered 1 on Switch. Right. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like a little bit torn. That could be one remaster. Usually I don't want to play remasters. I want to stick to the original, but that could be one that I might play because I have played the original and maybe playing the remaster makes sense. Probably have to compare them. Maybe. I don't know. That could be one I might, like, whenever I get around to streaming. I'm a bigger fan of the original Metroid games, though, like especially the first 3. But really the first 4. The 2D Metroids are my favorite Metroids. Especially the first 3. Danganronpa? Yeah, I love the Danganronpa games. I've only streamed a little bit of Danganronpa 3. Did any of you guys remember me streaming Danganronpa V3? It was a long time ago. Red Mages definitely wouldn't remember it. Monocule wouldn't, because we weren't around. Maybe Mr. Leo or Skittles would. I tried to do a couple streams of that game. I even did like a couple with Jennifer. And I found that, to me, it was hard to stream because I wanted to focus too much on the game, and streaming was like kind of annoying to me. But I don't know. I love those games so much. Maybe I'll go back and try to stream them again someday. I would enjoy playing Doom again, for sure. I think the Danganronpa games have some of the best stories in games. Like, just out and out some of the best. They're again, they're like within the best. They're like they're in the conversation for the best, at least. All the cross-eyed. Yeah, I guess so, Mr. Leo. Danganronpa? Are you missing out? I mean, I think so. We have some other I believe Skittles and maybe Red Mages here are also. I don't know to what extent they've played them, but I believe they're fans. Is that right? Am I right, guys? Mr. Leo, did you ever play any Danganronpas? Or Zero Escapes, for that matter? I mean, I think so. They have I'll tell you what, they have a lot of fans. They've got a ton of fans, so it's not just me. You do gotta like visual novel style games, but at the same time, I will say they're among the best of those. I don't even necessarily love visual novel style games that much. It just kind of depends. I mean, I don't necessarily if they have I find that the ones that appeal to me the most are the ones with that sort of like an offbeat or twisted or kind of darker kind of concept. The ones that are like more kind of romance themed don't interest me as much generally. Although I do want to go back and play some like classic stuff like Tokimeki Memorial one of these days. But yeah, I love the Zero Escape. Like Zero Escape, Danganronpa, visual novels like that, they're like a bit darker. Even Phoenix Wright, which is not really dark, although it has its moments maybe. Yeah, those are not really dark, but like the common thread with all of those visual novel style games that I like is that they're also like pretty heavily they have like a heavy gameplay element. They're not pure visual novels. I don't think I've ever tried a pure visual novel that I've been able to get into too much. But yeah, they're like murder mysteries. They're murder mysteries. They're and they're like also they have like they're kind of surreal. Like they've got like surrealism and like weird stuff going on. Like a larger mystery that's sort of like mysterious and weird. They got a lot of weirdness. Like they're kind of offbeat. The characters tend to. With Danganronpa games, the characters have kind of an exaggerated sort of. Like their personalities are all kind of like very big, larger than life, and exaggerated, but not cliche. They do a really good job of sort of like going against type and going against cliches and doing unexpected things to their characters, though. But just the way they're written is very larger than life and kind of. Some people probably might find it obnoxious. Whereas Zero Escape games tend to be a little bit more down to earth and like a slightly more hard boiled, a little bit more realistic. Still kind of an anime theme, but of course, I mean, all visual novels have like an anime aesthetic pretty much. Even like Western developed ones, the vast majority have like either like you're trying to have like an anime aesthetic, or they have some sort of like deviant art-ish aesthetic that is obviously like influenced by anime for the most part. Yeah, Battle Royale murder mystery, right? A poor person food. Really? That's a different food. Lobster's kind of a high-end butter vehicle. Ooh, Portrait of this is the level 1 song from Portrait of Ruin. It's a pretty good one. All of the portable Castlevania games have really good like first areas. In fact, like basically like almost every Castlevania, it's a tradition. Like every Castlevania has got to have like a really good song for the first area that gets you to like that has that really specific sound where it's like kind of a level 1 song. Where it communicates the feel of what the game is all about, and also has a sound like a feel of you're about to go on an adventure, which this has. It has all of that. All the portable ones have good. I wouldn't even. This is not even one of my favorites, but it's still really good. It's still really good. The one from Dawn of Sorrow. Yeah, Dawn of Sorrow and from Order of Ecclesia are, I think, even better. Like, Bloodstained was kind of missing that, I feel like. It didn't have a really good first area song. Of course, like Symphony of the Night is like classic. Anyway, you're talking about like lobster, which used to be my favorite food, but I hadn't eaten in a long time until I went to Florida just like a couple months ago. And I finally had some like lobster again. It was really good. It was awesome. The lobster is like very much just a vehicle for butter, though. Yeah, that's pork person. How would that even go? Like, they weren't being overrun by lobsters, were they? Why were they that common, or are they just people maybe just nobody? I guess it was more just because nobody wanted them. There was people just like saw them as just bugs, and there was no demand for lobsters, right? Yes. It's not. My favorite food has shifted over the years a lot, but I still do have quite a fondness for lobster. It's almost like a nostalgic fondness, but I still really enjoy it. You guys like lobster? The movie Battle Royale? Oh, I got you. Right, that's true. It is a little bit like that too. No. It is. We got some more Street Fighter music by Wallace Lovecraft. Oh, do you participate too? Classic Yoko Shimomura. It's a good one. I think over the years, I've maybe taken such a liking to Street Fighter 3. Street Fighter Alpha and Street Fighter 3 have such good soundtracks that they kind of surpass the soundtrack for me. But, you know, it's still really good. And it's classic Yoko Shimomura music. Although my favorite thing from her is always going to be Parasite Eve. Yeah, that's the cool thing about Smash Brothers is how much video game history is like contained within that one package. Like so much music from like so many classic franchises. So, like, you know, if you want to have like the most good game music in one place, you can't do much better. Or at least like within a video game, you can't do much better than Smash Brothers. Maybe Final Fantasy Theatrical. Guile's theme. This theme is like also like the subject of a classic internet meme. You guys remember that? Everything goes well with Guile's theme, and people will just like make videos of things that went well with that theme music. You ever see that, Wallace Lovecraft? Pretty funny. It's still pretty funny to this day. Oh, Monica, you put this in? We have a match because this is on my playlist as well. Oh, you haven't? Check it out. Here's a good stage 1 theme. This is a really good stage 1 theme. Do you guys have any favorite stage 1 themes in video games? I know we've talked about it before, but I love the concept of stage 1 music. You only really get it from retro games for the most part. And even then, you don't always get it, but a lot of times in like classic retro games, of course, like Sonic, all the classic Sonics, Sonic 1, 2, and 3, all have really good and like really well represented first stage songs. I'm not sure about Sonic CD. I'm not super familiar with that soundtrack. And this may not apply to Sonic 3D Blast, although that game has really good music as well. I'm not sure about Sonic and Sonic and Knuckles, but you know, the original Green Hill Zone is like one of the most iconic level 1 songs, of course, and it's amazing. The Sonic 2 Green Hill Zone, or it's Emerald Hill Zone, in Sonic Hill 2. You meant Emerald Hill Zone, right, Mr. Leo? It's really good as well. I quite like it. Like, it's extremely catchy and kind of addictive, and it works really well. You know, the thing, I really like that song. We should put that in the... We should play that. Just play the Emerald. I want to play that song. Hold on a second. As soon as the song is over. Is it Emerald Hill, right? Emerald Hill Zone? Yeah. Are you putting it in? Oh, after that. Okay. Yoshi, that's good. You know, what I like so much about the Emerald Hill Zone song, since you mentioned it, it's a really good, like, it's got the sound of a song that sounds like it should be level 1. It's a really good level 1 song. Here, let me just play it real quick. Pause these for a second. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, there we go. But it also has a sound of kind of like we're back. I feel like this song sounds like... It sounds like this is level 1, but you're going on an adventure. This is what Sonic's all about. It has all of that. I mean, it's communicating all of those feelings. This is what Sonic's about. This is what Sonic 2 is about. You're going on an adventure. It's exciting. You know? This is a Sonic game. It's kind of cute, but kind of cool. And it also just, it doesn't kind of sound like you're back. It's got that kind of like, now you're back. You're back in Sonic again. To me, I feel like I hear that in this song. Am I crazy, guys? Like, we're going on, it almost sounds like we're going on an adventure again. Like, now we're going on an adventure again. Sonic 1's first stage sounds like, okay, we're going on an adventure. It's gonna be like a dreamlike adventure of magic. This song sounds like, okay, we're back. We're going on an adventure again. I swear, it's in the song. I'm telling you, it is inviting. It's true. I feel like there's so much communicated by video game songs that people like you may not realize. But like, I mean, people do realize it, but you still don't really think about it. You can't recall the opening theme for the first Sonic game? Green Hill Zone? Tyler remembers. No, it's like this. It's like da na 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 doodle doo doo da na na da da na na doodle doo doo da na da 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 da. Mr. Leo is good. Oh, Mr. Leo, I can't believe you don't remember this song. I dedicate this song to Mr. Leo because it's a good song. See, yeah, you remember it. You remember it. And then Sonic 3's is not quite as iconic, but it's like, what was it like? Da 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 do 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 ba da ba bum 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 da 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 ba da bum bum bum. And then like the hook of the song, like the central melody is kind of like dun 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 dun. It's good. It's good. It's real good. It's real good. You like Sonic 1 as much? That's a shame. I love Sonic 1. I almost love it as much as 2, but 2 is my favorite. And 3, I'm not, I really got to go back and play them again. I got to replay 3 and I got to replay Knuckles. I guess like the real 3 is Knuckles though. So it's like, like I'm a little unsure how I feel about 3 with like all that confusion, but I think overall it's really good. But like 2 is kind of, everybody kind of thinks that 2 is the best, of course. Which I agree with. But I think I like 1 almost as much. Here, listen to the music. Listen to the music from 3. Also really good. Not quite as iconic as those first 2 songs, but like really good as well, I think. Sonic 1 is a little bit rougher than 2 and 3. A little bit less polished, I suppose. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I like a little bit of unpolished. Personally, I like that in the game. I like that. I think it goes to good ends anyway. Best of the Chemical Plant. I'm well aware. That is, yeah, Chemical Plant is really good. By the way, I think these all have Smooth McGroove remixes. Is that peak Sonic? You think so? Eric Power Steel's on. Well, thank you for your opinion. And maybe that sounds sarcastic. No, I mean that's fair. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I need to like properly play through it and finish it because I've never finished Sonic 3. I'm not even sure. I think Sonic 3 is really good, but I've always felt like, well, I'll tell you one thing. I don't like the soundtrack as much as 1 and 2. To me, it's the weakest soundtrack. That holds it down a little bit, and I'm pretty sure about that. The stages, I think the stages are kind of all over the place. Like, it has more. It almost has like too much, because like Sonic 3 is only half the game. Like they put the whole game in like Sonic and Knuckles, right? It's almost too much game, but it's a lot of good game. So I don't know. Like I feel like I really need to go back and like do a full serious replay though. I think. Okay, let's go back to the song requests. Where was that again? Red Mages needs to have his song played, right? Red Mages. What do you guys? Let's want to talk about Sonic. I haven't played that many Sonic games. I want to play more. I played Sonic 06. How do you guys feel about Sonic 06? You want to live in Angel Island Zone? Well, that's fair. It seems appealing, sure. How about this? This song's so funny. But it's awesome. Probably a bit... Is this a bit too loud? This is not a... I like this song, but again, this is not a good song to have underneath somebody talking. Really. Yeah, Sonic Spinball... Tyler, thank you for saying that. Sonic Spinball... I always thought that game was, like, probably not that good, because it had, like, the, non-Japanese developers, and... But, watching this... dude, this song's awesome. I'm sorry, Red Mages. I think it's clashing too much with me at the moment. But it is awesome. Spread the wings, rock powered still. Okay. Alright. I watched a stream of Sonic Pinball that changed my mind about it, and actually thought it looked pretty cool. I totally want to play it now. Played Sonic 3D Blast. Well, I didn't really care for Sonic 3D Blast that much. I played like the arcade game. It's pretty weird. It's interesting, but it's pretty weird. The only 3D Sonic I've played is Sonic 06. It's only because Tam requested it and wanted to play it, and it was a very interesting experience, and I'm glad I played it. And I want to play more 3D Sonics. I bet I would really like the what are the Dreamcast ones? What are those ones called again? Underground or no? Adventure? Sonic Adventure? I need to play those. We need to do a full Sonic series replay. I should just do like a marathon, like how Tam. Remember Tam? He was at the stream like last week. Oh, this is your favorite fighting game song? This one from Mark of the Wolves? Interesting, Mr. Lee. Okay. Interesting. I think if I played my favorite fighting game song, you'd be surprised. Sometimes I'm even surprised. Can't pick a favorite? Oh, incredible. I played Mark of Garou once on stream briefly for a viewer request. Really need to go back and play all the Fatal Fury games more. I remember renting them when I was young. I rented them and I played them briefly. Never got super into them. I always thought they were cool. Yeah, 3D Blast is not that good. I agree, Tyler. It's kind of unfortunate because I love the look of 3D Blast and I love the soundtrack, but it's kind of like the gameplay kind of is unfortunate. It almost has like a home improvement thing going on with like having to search the stages for the things. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, right. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. I need to play those. I bet I would like them. If I can find enjoyment from Sonic 3D, or Sonic 06, I could probably enjoy those. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I definitely have to try Spinball and see what I think of it. King of Fighters. Yeah, I think what I first what takes precedence is like, I need to stream all the classic SNK games, Art of Fighting, Fatal Fury, Samurai Showdown. I want to go back and revisit all of those games because I think there's so much awesome stuff, and then
after that, at some point, definitely we need to like go through some King of Fighters games. Red Mages, you've played very many of like the classic SNK games. I remember I used to play them in arcades all the time, especially Samurai Showdown. Do 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 do. It's got to be under 10 minutes, preferably under 5 minutes would be good. On Sega Mega Drive on stream? What do you mean? Up to like 2 or 3? Okay, so King of Fighters up to 02 or 3. That's already a lot though. Like, didn't they start late? They started like... Was it 95? Was the first King of Fighters? But that would be like 7 or 8, I think. I'm right about that. Yeah, this is quite a catchy song, isn't it? I was just playing a little bit of like Super Mario Yoshi's Island off stream the other day. That's a game I need to go back to. An awesome game. So many awesome games that I want to play. That's kind of why I stream. SNK versus Capcom Card Fighters. I could, you know, there's so many fighting games that would be fun to go back and revisit. Some of them have pretty cool one-player modes as well. Could like be good, like Art of Fighting games have surprisingly good, and Fatal Fury have surprisingly good like one-player modes. That makes them appealing to go back and play on stream. There could be a lot of streams there, like there could be a lot of fun, but that's also like a lot of games. Like there's just so many games. It all adds like, it's like, you know, throw out the name of games they want to play. It's like this, there's that, there's this and that. I want to play all the Sonic games. I want to play all the SNK games. I need to play all the Suikoden games. I need to play like all these RPGs. Like I need to play more Star Ocean games. And Persona games. There's just too many games. I can't play all the games. I want to play more like Yakuza games. There's too many games. I can't play them all. Gotta work on it. It's a work in progress. At least I'm finally getting around to Suikoden 2 on the next stream. I'm finally getting around to playing Suikoden 2. That is very good. I needed that. I really needed to get around to Suikoden 2. You know, Suikoden 1 I really loved so much. Like, you know, I needed to replay it to confirm how much I actually loved Suikoden 1. Like, I loved it even more than I thought I loved it. I even raised my score in the sheet. It's so good. Good question, Mr. Leo. I'm a little conflicted about that because apparently the name messes up. And you have to name your character in a really specific way. It's like a bug with the game where the name gets messed up. And you don't really get that much stuff. So I'm thinking like I might not. Mr. Leo. I don't know. It doesn't seem like any of the stuff you get for importing your save is like that big of a deal. Correct me if I'm wrong. I was just skimming through it. Seems like you get like a few upgrades for some characters, like you save some money, you know, like I'm sure you can just like gamble in Suikoden 2 to get plenty of money anyway, right? You know, you get like a couple things here and there, but like nothing super amazing, right? So considering that it like completely messes up the name of your character, which was Flip, it'll like turn into like Flipdole or something because it like superimposes it over McDole. It's like really weird bug. Yeah, it's not a huge deal. I'm thinking I won't. Skittles would know better probably than anybody else here, but if there's any reason why I absolutely should, hopefully Skittles is... Yeah, there he is! It'll make it Fukdol. I'll be Fukdol. See, that's no good. Or maybe that is good. Do we want that, Skittles? Do I want to be Fukdol? Skittles, is there any it's not a big deal, right? I should just not bother. I have played a bit of Vector Man 1 on stream, Tyler. I have played it. I like it. I've never played 2. 1 is like one of those sort of Western developed platformers. It's like, it's kind of awkward and really hard, but it's got really cool animation. Got a really cool visual style and music's pretty cool. I like it. I definitely would want to go back to it and try to reinvest more time into it at some point. But that's like a game you got to really play and practice and learn.
Vector Man 1. By the way, how do you think Vector Man 2 is different? Is it better or worse? I've never seen Vector Man 2. Well, I think Vector Man 1 is pretty cool. Oh, it does almost nothing to you? I see. Yeah, I probably just won't bother. I mean, it's kind of neat for the novelty, but I think I'll just keep my character's name as Split and don't worry about it. Skittles. Yeah, Mr. Leo, I like that too. When we were playing Wizardry games on the NES, like it had that functionality preserved from the computer versions of Wizardry. I believe it did. At least from 1 to 2. Although it's like the NES, the Famicom releases of Wizardry are weird because they go out of order. Like they released 1, 3, and then 2. But it did. I'm pretty sure it did happen though. We did import something, which is like that was the original Wizardry games are like so completely insane because the second Wizardry game requires you to grind a party. Like you need a high level party from Wizardry 1, but you have to grind a party to bring them into Wizardry 2, and then if they die, it's permadeath. It's essentially permadeath, more or less. So then you have to like grind another party to like come back to either rescue them or like to start anew. It's completely insane. You don't have to worry about that with the Famicom versions. Oh, this is cool. Flower, Sun, and Rain. I mean, it's interesting at least. What's this from? Wait, let me listen to this. This is interesting. Wallace Lovecraft. Hi, honey. I'm still streaming. We're listening to game music and talking about video games, and I'm drawing. How's everything going in the Philippines? How's everything going?
Good. I'm raining and it's hot. I don't know what happened to the weather.
Oh, is that why you're outside? I see. You're enjoying some Oishi chips. That's good. It was all... I didn't understand your message, Tyler. It was all Mega Drive, so I was looking for what it gives. And what gives. Sonic 1 to 3, Spinball, Bean Machine, 3D Blast, Comic Zone, and Vector Man 1 and 2. Wait, what gives again? William went back and beat Sonic as an adult. I remember Vector Man is fun as a child. Oh yeah, I played it. I mean, it's cool. It's just, and you know, it's hard. You know, like a lot of Sega platformers are. I did a Sega Genesis. I did a Sega Genesis action game marathon a few years back where we played through a bunch of Sega Genesis games, like action games, like platformers. They're all hard, but there's a lot of good ones. I really like Blades of Vengeance. Like, are you a Sega fan? You seem like a Sega fan. I really like... Blades of Vengeance is amazing. I really like El Viento was good, as a Valis-like. Jewel Master was really good. We played through Chakan, which is a really weird game, but it's very interesting. I don't love everything about it, but it was interesting and cool to play through. And I don't know, there's some other ones I can't remember. Oh, Ernest Evans I like as well. But I need to play more. I played through the first Echo the Dolphin, which is insanely hard. Of all these games, Echo the Dolphin's probably the hardest, but it's also one of the coolest. Like it justifies its difficulty by being super insanely cool. Like I love Echo the Dolphin 1, and I need to play more of that. I need to play the second one. There's other Echo the Dolphin games that I want to play as well eventually. I need to play the second Echo the Dolphin. You ever played through that one? I've played a bunch of games on Genesis. I have finished Comic Zone. I quite like Comic Zone too. It's been a long time, but yeah, the Mega Drive. Yeah. No, I have streamed a lot of Genesis games. I'm saying Genesis, but yeah, Mega Drive. I've streamed a lot of Mega Drive games. A good amount. Not as many as like NES or Super Nintendo, but it's a good amount. I just listed a bunch of them for you. Let me see. What other Genesis? You could look at the sheet. What other Genesis games have I streamed? I've streamed a playthrough of Sonic 1. That was pretty recent, actually. What else have I don't know. Yeah, Echo is unbelievably hard. But it's amazing. This song is starting to... the song is kind of starting to make me feel weird. Can't tell if I like it or not. It's interesting, though. Have you tried... How much have you tried to play through Echo? Monica, you just tried to play it as a kid. I think that was not... I think that was 2020 when I did the stream of Echo the Dolphin. I do need to play more Genesis games for sure, and I want to play more Master System games as well. I barely played any Master System games. We played through the Master System version of Ghouls and Ghosts is like really interesting. It has like permanent upgrades. It's quite different from the other versions of that game. So that's a pretty cool one that we played a while back, and we played through Master of Darkness last year. That's a pretty cool game, like Castlevania-like. Nicodemus, what's up? What happened? I didn't go off that emote makes me feel like I went off stream, but I don't think that's what you meant. And I have played Vectorman, I just haven't finished it. I played Vectorman for a few hours on stream now. Hey, honey. There's a bunch of people at my stream. It's all happening here. All the fun is happening here. Yes. Oh, okay, Skittles. Yes?
Yes. There's a ripe sagging off.
Oh, ripe sogging. Sogging is banana, guys. Nice.
Yes. Thanks a lot.
You're getting a lot of Sonic into this on that thing. Nice, honey. I'm sorry, Skittles. I'm getting a little overwhelmed by chat, which is good because it means there's chat interaction. That's good. I'm gonna keep up. You only recruit S1 hero in S2 if you load the save file. Full Cyclist is locked otherwise. There's some dialogue on the witches. You can also get a recipe for Gremio stew. I see, Skittles. So you need to... Wait a sec. I'm confused. Wait, Skittles. What? But I thought you were playing as the same character since we coded in 2. Because otherwise... Are you playing as like his son or something? But wait, why does... Because like, aren't you supposed to have the same name, but they like mess it up? I'm a little confused about that. Good question, Wallace. Shining Force. I have not played Shining Force yet. I want to play those at some point. The only Shining game I played on stream was Shining the Holy Ark, which is the one that's a dungeon crawler. I quite like that game. I'm also pretty interested in playing Shining Wisdom, which is like sort of like a overhead Zelda-looking game that looks awesome. I'm a bit more interested in that than Shining Force because of like the... Like that kind of tactical, like Fire Emblem-ish game is just like a bit harder to fit in being a longer game. I don't know. I want to play them though. I do want to play them at some point. Yeah, stuck with Echo in the second area. Yes, they get hard. There's like a very difficult. There's a sharp difficulty spike early on. I probably have an idea of like where you got stuck as well. I'm sure I was stuck there for a couple hours. My playthrough took like something upwards of like 16 hours. It took. Or maybe 20? I don't know, like, you know, by far I was stuck. There was a bunch of points where I was stuck for a couple hours on like this and that, but by far the most stuck was, of course, the final stage. Yeah, it is Monica. Oh, you managed to beat it. Oh, very good. And by the way, if you want to play an easier version of Echo, you can play the Japanese version, which is like a little bit more generous in some areas. But I do prefer the original version because I think the craze difficulty is warranted because it's like such a dark journey of like just darkness, like dark adventure. Like it's almost like a horror game, and the difficulty, as far as I'm concerned, perfectly suits the game. And it should be a game that like only like the most crazed ridiculous people like me and Monocule could beat. Should be that's like what kind of journey the game should be. It's cool that way. But you know, you can play the Japanese version. It's still pretty hard, I think. I have played Phantasy Star 1. Oh yeah, I've only played 1. Yeah, Phantasy Star is another series I do want to get into. I want to play Phantasy Star 2 at some point. You know, like a billion games I want to play everything. Like I want to play like all the retro games basically. Is the problem. But I played 1. That was a few years ago. That was another TAM subscriber request. Back when I was doing those. I think that was 2022. Maybe 2023. Yeah, I really like Phantasy Star 1. Like a really cool example of like a classic 8-bit RPG that's like, or dungeon crawler that's like, that's really awesome graphics as well for Sega Master System. The dungeons look amazing in that game. That's why I always wanted to play Phantasy Star 1. And like it's not too long. I love, it's very gameplay focused and not too long. And I like that in an RPG. But Phantasy Star 2, by all accounts, is much more mazy and difficult and crazed. But I definitely wanted to try. And I've heard Phantasy Star 4 is the best, and I definitely want to play. I'm sure I would love it. I want to play it eventually. But I feel like I should play 2 and 3 first. I probably will like them. Just load as become one save file. Skittles, but well then I have to play through the whole game with like the GIMP's name though, right? So you're saying that I should do that? Well, I'm so confused, Skittles. So you're saying that I should do the? Wait, is the loading the save file different from the importing? Maybe I'm just confused. Are those two different things? Because, like, if I have to have, the GIMP's name, like, what is it? Like, Hook Dole? If I have to have this as my name, like, it's absolutely for, like, some sort of content that is important, then I guess I'll have to do it, but I prefer not to do that, But by all means, tell me, like, what I should do before I play. So I don't screw it up. I'm going to be playing the game blind. I'm going to be playing Suikoden 2 blind, trying to get like the natural, normal experience. I'm not going for like all 108 heroes. I'm not trying to get like all the secrets. But if there's anything like in particular that Skittles wants to tell me about the game going in, or while I'm playing, he can feel free to do so. Like to improve the experience, I'm totally fine with that. Just don't worry about the naming bug? Okay, I won't worry about it. Alright, we'll import the save then. Hopefully that's not any sort of like pain to do on a DuckStation emulator. I'm assuming it's not a big deal. Zunkata music. I like Zunkata music. That music is very good. Alright, dude, alright. What other video games do you guys want to talk about? I like to talk about video games. Talking about video games is good. I'm also kind of just about done with this page. Let's see. I should do this though. Oh, that's fine, Skittles. You could that's enough. You don't need to tell me any more than that. I get it. I get what you're trying to say. If that's what you want, then okay. Fair enough. I mean, I don't have a big problem with it either way. I'm fine with importing and save. I'm fine with having a messed up character name. I guess it's part of the original proper experience anyway, right? I will be Fukdol. I will be Fukdol. That's what I will be. Let me see, what time is it? 11:30? A good start on the next page. I'm almost done with this page. Neo Geo Pocket Sound. Wow.
I still have yet to play a Neo Geo Pocket game. Maybe we should do that sometime. Neo Geo Pocket. That's another system. Another system, isn't it? There's still entire systems I haven't streamed any games from. Like, the most notable ones are probably like discounting modern consoles, the most notable ones are probably like MSX. I've never streamed an MSX game. You know, I feel like I really should. I've only streamed like, I think one Commodore 64 game. Like, we really should do some Commodore 64 streams. Never streamed. I mean, there's a bunch of old computer systems I haven't streamed anything from, like Apple, Macintosh, Spectrum. You never stream. Spectrum would be cool to do streams from. Amstrad, you know. But I think particularly MSX, though. I've been thinking about doing MSX stream for a while. Or MSX, I don't know, maybe MSX a month. There's a bunch of cool looking games in MSX I want to play. Especially, like, I really want to play... I streamed Legacy of the Wizard. You know, Dragon Slayer 4, Drassel Family. Legacy of the Wizard. I streamed that a long time ago. Like, a long time. Like, we're talking almost 10 years ago. And I'm due to do a stream of that, but what I would love to do is play the MSX version, which is considerably different. So I'd love to play that. That's on MSX. That's like a prime game. And of course, the Metal Gear games in MSX. There's some really cool Konami hidden gems on MSX as well. There's like Treasure of the Usos. That looks awesome. There's, you know, there's so much. There's so much that looks so cool. There is much to do. Exactly, Nicodemus. There is much. Nicodemus, like, what do you play lately? What are you up to? Somebody was talking on the TMR Discord about playing through Lemmings. And then that, I read that, and I started to think about, like, replaying Lemmings on Super Nintendo, and I started to get, like, really excited about that. Like, oh, man, I should replay Lemmings. That would be so fun. Like, I love Lemmings. But I have a particular fondness for the Super Nintendo version, even though there's like a lot of other versions that probably would just replay that one. Although, you know, I have played the DOS version before as well. I don't know, there might be other versions that I should check out, but man, I just love the soundtrack for the Super Nintendo one so much. Maybe the Amiga Lemmings is pretty good. Alright, so guys, let me just call attention again. I have finished the page. This page has been fully penciled and inked. So... this is what we got for this. This is what we got for it. There we go. I'll pan it so you can see. For anybody who's doing Fear and Hunger 2. Not sure if your venue is right for it. Right. That would be like one of those modern survival thingies, right? Is that like one of those ones like Vampire Survivor where you like run around and you lose your mount and like there's billions of like things? Is that one of those? I don't exactly know what that is. I feel like I've seen it before. It's not really my kind of thing, although I'm not 100% opposed to trying them. I see. Fear number 2. Let's see. Nicodemus. And how much and what's your rating of that game so far? Nicodemus, give us your ratings of like the last 10 games you played on a scale of 1 to 10. You're afraid to know? It's normal? Uh-oh. Maybe I am afraid. You need to stream some greatest. Do you stream Evil Power Steals on? Didn't know that you streamed. Well, you should plug your stream and tell us what you've been streaming recently, if anything. If anybody streams, you can... What's that, honey? Okay. I'm probably not going to stream for too much longer. I don't like to... But let me try to get a little bit more done. My artwork here. I'm going to start a new page. Oh, this is... Oh, Phantasy Star 4. Nice, nice. It's brutal beyond imagining? Well, you mean the difficulty of the game, or the sheer amount of time you put into it? Or both? I love you, darling. The banana looks good. He's just opening some bananas. Are those ripe? Are those bananas ripe? Yes? Oh, okay. Good, good. They got a lot of fruit in the Philippines. Anyway. The unfairness and learning curve? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, like, yeah. One of those kind of games. So you're into that. Now that's what you're into lately, I see. Fair enough. Alright. Does that mean it's like 10 out of 10? The song's good. Skills like art. So, yeah, does anybody else here stream? You know, we had certain people here who used to stream, but they refuse to anymore. Guys, you know what? I stream. I like to stream. I'm a streamer. I stream. Streaming is good. Oh, latest craving? I see. Is anybody like expecting or planning to like get some games for Christmas? And is there anything like anybody's excited about? I did get some games for my birthday. It's nothing I'm gonna probably play in the near future, but it's just like stuff I wanted to get. Like I got let's see, what did I get again? I got Triangle Strategy, Persona 5 Strikers, and the new Tango Project game, Shadow of the Ninja, which I want to play it. But I did play the Tango Project game. If you guys remember, they did a new version of Pocky and Rocky, which is actually quite good. And they did new versions of Wild Guns and new version of Ninja Warriors. I need to play the new Ninja Warriors as well. And I think they're working on a new version of Shatterhand, so that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I just said that. Evil's Power. Right, there you go. Yeah, so that's exciting. What is this? Night Striker. Zunpada. This sounds like Rostan music. Well, of course it does. It's like Zunpada. I was gonna say, like, it sounds like Rostan. All their music reminds me of, like, Rostan. Well, not all of it. Sometimes it reminds me of, like, Darius. My favorite... Oh, wait, what is... I recognize it. Wait a second, hold on. What game is this from? Sounds so familiar. Night Striker Gear? Is that... what's that? I don't even know Night Striker. Is that what it's from? I know that game. I love the Darius soundtracks, especially Darius 3. Or not Darius 3, Darius Gaiden. I'm making a expression. Ah, dude, I never seen Night Striker. Let's see. That's like a driving game? But it's a very Zuntada-ish song. Have you guys ever seen the Zuntada's concerts? The music's pretty amazing. The concerts are pretty amazing. Yeah, G Darius is my favorite of their soundtracks. I think it's pretty incredible. Like one of my favorite arcade soundtracks, really. I did a bunch of... I sort of like did a marathon of a bunch of Darius games a while back. But I never got around to playing G Darius. I don't know if did I say G Darius before, because I meant Darius Gaiden. But yeah, I played Darius 1, 2, and Gaiden. I haven't played G. I tried to play G Darius and I couldn't get it to run, I guess, or something like that. You actually had to get to play that. It looks good. It looks really good. But I played a lot of Darius 1. We got the 1cc of Darius 1. Like one of the few arcade games I've 1cc'd. Interested in getting more. At some point, I want to go back and I want to try to learn some 1cc's for like Rostan, Osman, and then maybe Kadash. Those are the kind of games I want to play more, like arcade games. It really sounds like Roston 2 music, though. I don't think I still never have streamed Roston 2. Streamed a bunch of Roston 1, but I still never streamed and I've streamed Roston 3 a little bit, but I've never streamed Roston 2. Roston 2 is so weird. But I want to try to do a playthrough of it sometime. Got some wacky Earthbound music. Nice. Oh, I'm probably gonna have to stop the stream soon. I can't go on for too much longer. Having to like draw artwork and talk at the same time is a little bit. It's like a little bit of an intensity level. I'm getting my energy drained from all of this high intensity streaming. It's a little. I mean, I could do more if I needed to. Just it's easier to just do like shorter art streams of a couple hours. Like three. Three is a good. Like 3 or 3.5 is a good amount of time for an art stream. After that, it gets a little bit. It gets a little high effort. I'm still thinking about maybe trying to do like a 24-hour stream one of these days. I've thought about it in the past. It's just like a kind of just a silly, kind of fun, cool event thing to do. It's like a little event for people to just get people to come and watch your stream, and it's something that's interesting. 24-hour stream, Sometimes I would sort of dismiss the idea like, it's stupid. Just do even a 12-hour stream is, it's a little crazy, but I could do that. Like just do 2 12-hour streams. They're not in a row. But I could do it though. I don't know. I think I could do it. I've done as long as 15-hour streams. I just discovered with my the Life Force. Now this is good. I love the Life Force soundtrack, or Salamander soundtrack as originally. I mean, I particularly love the NES Life Force version of it, but these songs are so good. These are like one of the best shooter soundtracks ever. Right there with Darius Gaiden. I think it's Sunday, maybe. Yeah, I was about to say, I just found out when I doing my YouTube uploading that YouTube has got a 12-hour limit on videos. Like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. It seemed like there was like practically no limit to what you could upload, but there is a limit. So I do have a few 15-hour streams. There was a few really crazed 15-hour streams of Elden Ring when I was going psychotic on Elden Ring, and I played it for like 300 hours within a single month, something like that. Got a couple 15-hour streams in there, and then I think I have a really, really long UFO 50 stream, and then there was a couple New Year's Day streams where I did a thing that I called New Year's Fielding, and I played Kingsfield all day. One year I played Kingsfield 2 for the entire day, and I finished it. I finished Kingsfield 2 in one day, streaming for 15 hours. I think Skittles may remember that. And then just at the beginning of this year, we did another 15-hour stream of Kingsfield 3. Could not finish that because Kingsfield 3 is like way longer. Oh, guys, remember this game? I just played this recently. It's Morio Senki Madara. I played this while I was in the Philippines. It streamed it, that is. Have I seen Queen's Domain? No, what's that? Queen's Domain. But anyway, this game had really good music. It's a Konami game for Famicom. It had really good music. Anyway, I was just trying to say that I have done 15-hour streams. It wasn't too hard. I think it wouldn't be that much harder to do 24-hour stream. Maybe I should consider it.
Oh, new Kingsfield clone. Yeah, I'm interested. I've looked at a bunch, and they never seem to. The problem with Kingsfield clones is the big thing, the huge X factor of Kingsfield games that, like, to me makes them amazing is the soundtracks, and no indie attempt really. Not only do they not quite nail it, but they don't even seem to like. They generally don't quite. They're not going for the same. They don't know what they're going for. I don't know. They're just maybe not going for the same thing. But none of them that I've seen have a soundtrack that feels like it lives within the same realm of Kingsfield games. I was looking at Lunacid. I keep looking at Lunacid, and I'm just like, I want to try Lunacid. I want to try that on stream. I just want to like give it a try and like to really try it. But from looking at videos of it, it's like the soundtrack is just like not it. It's interesting. Like, it's not a bad soundtrack, but it's not it. It's just not it. So like, I don't know. I still want to try it though. Like, Queen's Domain? I don't remember if I looked at that one or not. Queen's Domain. That's new? Yeah, it's like nothing can compete. Like, those soundtracks are really special. Nothing can compete. Queen's Domain, actually, that's a pretty funny title, isn't it? Queen's Domain. Kingsfield, Queen's Domain. That's kind of funny. Dude, this song is this me? Who put this in here? It's from the. This is from the. Oh, this is me. This is from the NES SimCity. Listen to this. I really like that song. Hold on a second. We may as well call it Kingsfield 5, Queen's Domain Review. Yeah, I wish, though.
I haven't done one of these indie preview
Here.
videos in a while, but I had to take time out to talk about Queen's Domain, because it's
He's cheating because he's playing music from Kingsfield 3 while he
probably the
looks
closest
at
thing
it.
to a Kingsfield 5 that we're ever going to get. I mean, the title alone is basically just an inversion of From
You can't-
Software's
that's cheating.
old series. Instead of the Field of a
Yeah,
King,
dude, we did notice
we
that.
have the Domain of a Queen. Clever. Queen's Domain, let go of the button. Weapons also have unique...
Is it out? Reveal trailer. But what is the soundtrack like? That the only thing that matters is what does the soundtrack sound like. Nothing else matters. Is there a demo? It looks visually cool, for sure. But what is the soundtrack like? Interesting menu there. I mean, it does look, this is definitely something that I would try for sure. It looks like it could be very cool. I mean, the music in this trailer is interesting. It's not like high tier, I'm super excited music, but at least it's interesting. A medieval. No, I mean, if it's another Kingsfield, like, I've never played any Kingsfield likes. Any, like... I mean, the only games like Kingsfield I've really played are ones by FromSoft. Like, I never played any, like, Kingsfield likes at all by other companies. There's, like, not really that many of them. It's interesting there's, like, starting to be some now. I don't, like... Let me just see if the demo... If, like, the video of the demo...
All right, I got a demo of something really cool here. And this is Queen's Domain.
Mr. Leo, it's Vinny. But, like, can we hear the music, though? Are we going to be able to hear the music in this video? I'd rather just, like, do a long play, but that might not be available. In your stream
Seems
worthy?
like there would be something in here.
Let's just see. Let's see. Looks like that's one of the... I mean, this
No.
looks
can't
cool.
do
It looks
that.
like it has potential. But... The music...
Can I eat these herbs? Oh, I can. Okay. swords do damage to the ladybugs. Or sorry, ratty
Yeah.
bugs.
Oh, there's actually different music tracks in the demo, huh?
Oh fuck.
Is there full demo gameplay? Oh, here we go. Maybe you can hear the music better in this. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what it's like. I mean, mainly I just want to hear what the soundtrack is like, and it's not bad. I mean, it seems obviously not. It's not quite it, and it's not quite in the realm of Kingsfield music. This track, but it's at least better than what I heard in Lunacid. It's not bad. I mean, this seems like it could be stream worthy for sure. You move too fast. I guess all modern Kingsfield games will be like that. They'll have like mouse controls and you'll move too fast. It won't have that like atmospheric slowness of the original Kingsfield. Unless you like an option, but like there's like 400 tracks I like in No, there's so many tracks I like in all 4 Kingsfields. One of my favorite soundtracks. Yeah, turn radius gameplay, like, the best would be if it had that. Oh, it has jumping. I don't like that. It shouldn't have jumping. It's like, this lacks. See, I think that one of the things that give those games atmosphere is the slowness. The slowness and like the lack of jumping is an important thing to give it atmosphere. You know, like this looks too modern with its controls, but it, you know, it's just the modern world we live in. So, you know, it's bound. If it didn't play like that, it would get thousands of complaints. Which just means that like inevitably people don't want it to be designed the way it was. That's gonna make me happy. But it could still be cool anyway. I want to hear more of this music right here. This music sounds interesting. Are you going to sleep, Mr. Leo? Alright. Have a good one. Take care. The video for a medieval? See, the problem, yeah, so the music in this game is like not bad, but you can tell it's not quite it. It's kind of missing the feeling of like mystery and intrigue. Neither of those songs, the first song, if that was to be like the first level song, of course it's a demo, but you kind of would expect that it probably is. It doesn't have the first level, the first area. Like Kingsfield games have such a strong like first level song thing going on, and that did not have that. And then they also are kind of missing like they don't have the feeling of mystery or intrigue. It's like cool enough, like it's decent enough at like sort of ambient songs that are like sort of superficially being like Kingsfield music, but it's not quite it. You didn't quite get it. But I would still try it. This is still good enough where I would at least try it. Okay, let's look at like it doesn't look bad. It's in fact that actually looks like the best of all of the ones I've looked at. I feel like I've looked at a medieval. I don't know. Let me see. I feel like I've looked at a bunch of these before. I don't remember if I looked at that one. I don't think I looked at that one. It's got E1. It's got Doom level naming things going on. E1, M1. And medieval, huh? Oh man, it's like. It's not even. This not King. It's 0% Kingsfield. It's just like a Doom thing. They're like. Of course, that doesn't mean it's bad, but this is not within the realm of what we were talking about before. Like this is 0%. I guess it's vaguely fan, but this is more like Hexen than it is like Kingsfield. It's way too fast. I mean, even the one we were watching before was too fast. Too fast for like a Kingsfield, but like this is like beyond too fast. But you know, like as a modern Hexen thing, maybe this is okay. I don't know. Can't really hear the music though. But it's visually cool, that's for sure. It's visually cool. And I appreciate like these kind of like more modern shooters that are going for old school. Like old school shooter. Classic shooter kind of feel. Like classic, more arcade feeling. Like fast paced, fluid. There needs to be like a better genre name for these, but like, you know, like you can just like classic FPS games. Yeah. I mean, you move so fast in this. Did you even move this fast in it? I feel like it's ridiculous how fast you move in this game. It's like, it's almost... It's fully crazed. Yeah, it really looks pretty cool. The music seems to not be there. It's like the game doesn't have music. So that's like kind of, I don't know, like without the music it's hard to, stuff like this, I just need there to be like, the music in like the classic stuff is too good. I'd rather go back and like play, I still need to play Hexen and Heretic. I'd rather go back and play those because those have like, probably those have really good music. Like all the classic shooters had really good music. Whereas like this feels like it has sort of nothing. Yeah, like, I don't really, the soundtrack is not really working for me because it's too background-ish. Like, it's too background-y. It needs to be more I prefer melodic soundtracks. Like the soundtrack for, like, Doom is so special. Doom, it picks up later. You know, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, how much later, you know, like, I don't know. That's... I don't even know if I like the music for... I feel like I generally don't care for the music of Doom 16 that much. But I haven't necessarily heard the music for Doom Eternal. Like, what is the music of Doom Eternal like? So let's just hear the soundtrack. Oh, maybe I should look at it. Still have never played Doom 2016. I don't know. I just don't know about these music games. The remix music of Doom 1 and 2. Yeah, like, this is... I kind of hate this music. Unfortunately. It's just too much.
I must survive.
It's too much. It's too angry. It's like it's too like in your face, too edgy, too angry. I need to hear more of it. It's like hard to hear it. Oh, you love it? I'm sorry. I probably am not gonna like it. I feel it's like not my. You love it too? Yeah, I mean, it's probably just, maybe it's just like not for me. Maybe it's just not for me, you know? It's not my kind of soundtrack. I would rather, I want more melodic music. It's got to be melodic, you know? Like, you know, classic Doom has got it's kind of, you know, it's sort of dark and evil and like sort of twisted, but also mysterious. It's got like all that emotion within, it's all contained as melodic content. It's not like, I can't stand like wallpapery soundtracks and also like soundtracks that are like, too heavy with like certain emotions, like it's trying too hard to sound epic or like edgy, is I don't care for, you know? Very aggressive. It's too aggressive. That could, I mean, maybe I could like that in certain circumstances, but like no. That's let's just say that's not for me. I don't think I definitely can't enjoy that. It's just not, it's not my style, it's not for me, I'm not capable. No, I'm not capable. No, I'm not, no. I would probably have to turn the music off. I lack is there like a softer song that's like not as aggressive? See, like, I don't actually like metal. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys like metal. I generally don't like metal. Things that sound like metal, generally, I don't like. It's okay if you do. I just don't. Sorry about that. Sorry. But I like, this is what I like. Here, I'll show you what I like. This is what I love. Medieval is softer. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really care for what I heard of like the 2016 version of Doom soundtrack either, to be honest with you. Like, let's see, like the Doom sound, like here you do. Oh, this one's so underrated. This is like one of my favorites. Like this is like, it's menacing, it's dark, but it also has, it's like melodic as well. It's like, it's cool, like it's just like, and it's not too aggressive. It's not like, you know, it's like weird electronic, like this. There's kind of like, there's some use of melody here in an interesting way, like this. This is what I prefer. Let's just listen to this one. I can't do that. I don't think I can play Doom Eternal. I think I utterly lack the capability to play it. I can play that. I don't know about the Medieval either. But that was that one. Queen's Mission, Queen's Zone, Queen's Field, Queen's Land. What was that called again? That is worth a try. I think that game might be worth a try. Oh yeah, that one. I think that one might be worth a try. Seems cool enough. I'm probably going to try Lunacid as well at some point. Nicodemus, I'm sorry. Apologize for my utter lack of taste. You must be so disappointed. Oh, you know what's like my favorite song from like Doom? It's my favorites. It's not like going outside of the ones that like people like usually rave at, like that people love them. I love Doom's Gate as well, of course, but you know, like going to like some of the more B-side track, dude, this one. Dude, like this is my kind of music right here. This is my kind of music. Like I need more of this. Like I want more of this. This is what I need in my life, you know? It's Bobby Prince music. Crazy frantic play. I don't know if that sounds good to me necessarily, because like I'm not against that, but that's not necessarily, I don't know, it could be cool, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It could be cool maybe. Comfort zone is a deadly place. Well, I mean, you know, it is, but it's, you know, it's not so easy with music, you know? Once you develop tastes, you can go, like, there's room around the margins to go outside. But you can't go into no man's land of music. You can't go to a place where you'll die. Because then you'll die. I can't go to Doom Eternal, I will die. It will kill me. You know, I can only venture so far. I could, like, the Queen's Domain is a little bit outside, but I could venture there. It's survivable. But I would die. Like, Doom Eternal, I would die. I've explored many zones. There's many zones. I've played many games that have explored many zones. Across many different systems. But especially when it comes to games that come out this decade, it's too deadly. It's too hard. The games that come out like the last 15 years are like they're metaphorically full of like emotional spikes. And they're too difficult to not like you suffer the penalty of Although that's hardly like a typical modern, like that, you know, metal. I don't know. Like I just don't really like metal. I guess that's the thing. I just don't really like metal. You know, like Doom is this, like the idea with Doom was to sort of make it sound like metal soundtracks, but it doesn't. It's like its own sort of, you know, it takes inspiration from metal music, but it's still like classic video game music, and that's why I can enjoy it. You know. If it actually sounded like metal, but like, you know, many people playing Doom probably wish they could just play the metal, and it's like that's their dream game. Like, but I'm sure that many people Doom Eternal is their dream game. It's like, oh, it's got real metal. But like for me, it's like, yeah, it's like exactly what I did not want. Seal 54. I don't get your joke, but I wish I did. Comfort zone. Yeah, no, I just can't. Yeah, this is definitely the comfort zone. Doom music is like the mega comfort zone. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look at more. This is a comfort zone. How about this? How about like NES games? How about the soundtrack for the unreleased SimCity, which I've never played. It's really good. Shockingly good. I don't know if it's as good as the Super Nintendo SimCity also has like really good music, but like it's quite good as well. Nicodemus, do you hate me now? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for my, you know. I'm stuck within my tastes. But they're not small, they're broad. I mean, it's really just kind of like a, how do you say, it's an era thing. It's kind of just an era thing. Like within the eras of especially like 3rd through 6th generation game music, I love almost I love a lot. I love like 70%, at least 50% of like all the game soundtracks or more. Like there's so much stuff. Like I always want to that's why I always want to play more and more games from like between the 80s and the mid 2000s, because there's so much that is that I love. But then once you go outside of that, it's not the era. It's the way that music is made has changed too much, and I can't enjoy it as much anymore usually. Except for UFO 50 and like certain other things. I don't even really like. I'm not even a big fan. I love Souls games, but I'm not even a big fan of the music in the more recent Souls games. I don't really like it that much. It's too generic for me. I love the soundtrack of Demon Souls, and I quite like the soundtrack of Dark Souls 1. But after that, with each Souls game, it sort of just quickly really descends into like a zone that I'm not happy with. Like the majority of them, I'm not but I still love those games, despite that. That's actually hard for me. Like usually, if the soundtrack is not good, I don't want to play it. But some games are so appealing or enticing that I can get past that. That Neon Inferno may be one such game. We're curious to try that game. Isn't this good? The SimCity music is good. Oh, Nicodemus. He's gone. He went out into the city and now he's gone. I do really love Kingsfield games though. I love not just the first. I love not just like the series of Kingsfield. Like I love all 4 Kingsfield games, but the Shadow Hearts games are awesome as well. Oh, here's Kingsfield. I love the Shadow Hearts games. I love not Shadow Heart. I'm Shadow Hearts 2. Shadow Tower. Shadow Tower is good. Echo Knight games are good. Although Shadow Tower notoriously like has no music, but it's cool anyway. All the From Software first-person games, like they're all cool. And then like I've noticed that like Kingsfield kind of has like a specific kind of music as well. Like, and like there's certain other games from like 5th gen, I guess 5th gen in particular, that have like Kingsfield sounding music. Whenever I find a game that has Kingsfield sounding, like listen to this, like it's got Melancholy. it's got like a feeling of adventure and sort of like whimsy, but it's also got melancholy. You gotta have that. That's vital. That's critical. If you're making some sort of like modern Kingsfield like game, you have got to put melancholy in some of the music, or it's not it. You got to have melancholy. You got to have a mystery and intrigue. You got to have all that in there. Your first level song has got to sound like a first stage song. It's got to sound like you're going on an adventure. You got to have all of that, or it's just not a Kingsfield soundtrack. If it's not a Kingsfield soundtrack, it's not a Kingsfield game. It's like missing half the appeal for me. Like another one that sort of has a soundtrack that's really similar in a bunch of places. Like it's sort of it's atmospheric and ambient, but it's not like bland ambient. Like a lot of ambient stuff is sort of wallpaper-ish and boring, but like ambient stuff that sort of has character and is memorable. I love that kind of ambient music. So like Kingsfield is like that. Castlevania 64 is another game that has that. I love Castlevania 64 music. Like That's wrong. Oh, I knew exactly midnight now. I should stop this. Boring the audience. No. Stop this. Melancholic music. Well, thanks for the talks, guys. He was good. I'm sorry that our taste does not align on some things, but there's many things that we do enjoy the same of. Even Skittles doesn't like Zelda 2, my favorite Zelda game. But I still love Skittles. Okay, we don't have to all like the same things. I want to try all the games, though. I mean, not all of them, but like I want to try all of the 100,000 games that are on my list to try. Wait, that's too upbeat. Wait, what about this? No, that's not right. No. This is good. I think oh shoot, I'm not even drawing this on screen. Yeah, see, I'm getting tired. I probably should quit soon. After midnight. We got some good work done now. So I got a page done, and I started on the second page, so that's pretty good. This is going to be tomorrow's page. Good shading there. I'm happy with this panel. Stretch. Thanks everyone for watching the stream. I appreciate it. By the way, this song is from Danganronpa. This is a god level. To me, this is a god tier song. This is in the god level. This is like 11 out of 10. Hey, thank you, Wallace. Hey, thanks for hanging out for the whole stream. I appreciate it. Feel free to come back sometime if you like it here. And thanks everyone for watching. Next stream, we're going to be playing Suikoden 2. We just finished Suikoden 1. I'm going to play Suikoden 2. Excited about that. Suikoden games are awesome. I'm probably going to really enjoy that. Hopefully some of you guys will enjoy that too. And I'm also thinking about maybe getting back to playing some more Yakuza games later this month. Might finally get around to finally trying the third Parasite Eve. A bunch of other stuff I want to play. I was also thinking of doing some like event streams, like song trivia or viewer request streams, or I don't know, some stuff like that. We should do some stuff like that as a holidays approach, I think. The song's too good, like I don't want to stop it, but I gotta go to here. Alright. So I'll see you for the next one. Thanks again for watching. Take care. And we'll see if we can raid anybody. Disaster Report 3. Let's see. It's gonna see what this is. Gonna see what this is. Could raid Retro Crush. Yeah, maybe I'll just raid Retro Crush. I've raided them before. Oh, you guys have a good one. Good night. Thank you. Later. See you later. Hope you guys like anime.